Honey had one job. I can't cuss in the first 30 seconds of the YouTube video, but she had one job, and she just couldn't hold it. She just couldn't hold it.
My job was to be here. That's all.
No, because now when you say it, I know you're gonna say it, and it ain't gonna hit as hard.
Nah, I'm not gonna say it again. I don't want it to.
Yes, you will.
That's gonna be corny as hell.
She was so ready for it.
I just wanted that one for myself. I wanted that one for myself before we started. That's all.
I hope you got one that's gonna top it. That's all I know. Gotta go top it.
I might.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Kayfabe Podcast. We are your host, the councilman, the sweetest oos, and Mr. Deonce over here, who barbershop his trios group. Look at that.
Wait, the merch and everything. The merch and everything. You know what? We're not doing this.
I wish I had a cowboy hat.
Cowboy Jack now? That's what you is? That's what you is? Cowboy Jack, huh?
That's how we hold
well, it changed. That concert changed that man's life. That man has changed now.
Not for nothing. I've had experience. You do go to a Beyonce concert. It does kind of adjust your soul a bit.
Shirt's up here.
You know?
Yeah, Beyonce knows. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Boz, it is a good surprise. It's a busy week for these two. You know, apparently they don't want to dedicate themselves to the wrestling cause and be on here Thursdays. So we had to do a Monday. This is the only time that all three of them can be on here. And you know,
wait. I could be here on Thursday. There's someone else who couldn't be here on Thursday, but I'm not gonna say any names because I took notes about people last week. Hold on, let me find
it. I'm just gonna sit back, man.
We'll get to it as we go through the night. But yeah,
it's the shades and everything though. Like it's a whole different character. I ain't never seen Deonne wear his hat backwards. Like this is a first.
I wear backwards all the time.
I've never seen you wear a backwards hat.
Nah, this is pretty similar to like, you know, wearing the hood and looking at yourself in the mirror, the black hoodie, Deonne. Like, you know what I mean? This is kind of it's given that with the shades and the backward hat.
That's exactly what this is. Oh man, but we got a lot to talk about, man. A lot of wrestling happened this past weekend. We have a lot to recap. But we're not. Because this is our show. We do what we want to do. So I know some of y'all are going to want to talk about AEW. We don't. So we won't be covering it on this episode. No disrespect.
And their 20 matches.
Yeah. They had a phenomenal show. Yeah. Phenomenal show. Not gonna lie. Well, they definitely came and showed out. But we didn't watch it. And that's what it is. But to be fair too, so people just don't feel like, oh man, y'all hating on AEW. We will not be covering NXT either. Because of Great American Bash Day, it was cool. It was cool. It checked off all the boxes it needed to be a Saturday afternoon PLE. But we don't need to cover it. We don't need to cover it because we got so much else we got to cover. We got to cover a little bit of SmackDown from last time. We got to cover Saturday Night Main Event and then just the PLE that blew everybody out the water this past Sunday in Atlanta, Evolution.
Hot Atlanta.
And then fallout from Monday Night Raw. Yeah. Why? So it's so much we gotta talk about. There's no reason for us to, go down routes that we don't really care about like that. But we still want to give a congratulations to them. But before we start, now I know Deonce decided that he had wanted some spot time before we begin. He sent a whole email with a request and everything for us, and lighting equipment that he would need for this episode. So the time that you need, sir. The first bit of time that you've requested. Apparently, there's numerous times throughout the show that he has requested.
What?
Yeah, I just sneak it in every now and then.
We even have time for this?
We gonna make time.
Apparently, it's in his contract to make time for it for this episode. Yeah.
For all of that, you should have just been here last week.
With my bowl of green M&Ms, I want those too. But Shout out to Sydney. Haven't met her yet. She did a fantastic job.
Yes.
Last week. So as I fill in, Will, honey, however you found her, great job, man. She did a really good job. I enjoyed the entire show with her. Notes. Let me go.
Notes.
Yeah, honey. Dia, don't even come back. I think that was one of your quotes that you told me while I was gone. Who said Cindy? I think she said something to the degree of like, you prefer Sydney. Sydney's already more preferable than Deonne or something like that.
A preferable replacement, I believe was the word.
There you go. But that's just the first two I wanted to get out of the way. For the first three, I wanted to get out of the way. I got my notepad here. I got my pen. So I'll throw them out the rest of the night. But yeah, you think you know somebody, and then they just throw you on the bus and be like, "Oh, we don't need you no more." All right, cool. That didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
Couldn't walk down that road with y'all.
It really did hurt though, man. It really did.
Well, I think there's no other better way to move into some trending news.
You know your people, man. It be your own people, man.
Clearly,
your own people.
Clearly.
I wonder where all this sensitivity was for when everybody was ragging on my ass weeks and months at a time. That's all. I'm just,
well, you were here for it.
Just putting that out.
Y'all did it with company at the house too, man. We don't do that with company, man. Yeah, come on. It was company. We don't act like that.
I mean, it wasn't we.
We don't.
Remember, as I said, I kept it on the rails as best as possible.
Well, you did say Dia, and I didn't mean that. I don't agree with that. I will admit you did take up for me at the end, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't co-sign that one.
But shout out to Sydney, really good job. I can't wait to have her back on when I'm here too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get her back on here when it's and have
honey can take a hike. But anyway.
Well, don't ditch us for Beyonce concerts and I'll feel okay. That's all.
So let's get into some trending news.
I'll happily take a hike.
I want to take y'all back to not the backpack that they want.
No, do like back in the day, the cartoons with the little stick and the and the blanket.
No, that was the most ridiculous way to run away. I promise you. I've tried that shit and I was like, yo, don't nothing fit in here.
Never understood.
Hey, whose fucking idea? I was like, yo, there's no way all the shit they were pulling out of that red rag was in that fucking knapsack. There's no way. Believe me, y'all. I have tried. I brought a stick in the house. I've taken a red bandana, and it is not a lot that you can pack. Okay, you got about 2 toys and maybe 3 snacks. You do not try to put juice
because you gotta get tied corner to corner, man.
And that still is They had
never understood that shit.
Bandanas. Okay. This is not your regular bandanas that they was using to go run away to the next town.
Blankets, right? Weren't they blankets?
No, they weren't blankets. They were bandanas. Remember, they'd be like bandanas.
They look like bandanas, yeah.
It was a red bandana, and it'd be that stick, and they just walking around. I was like, yo, my mama told me, she was like, shit, and if you're thinking about running away, go ahead. I was like, you know what, let me just... If I need to pack this, what do I do? When I saw that there's not much that can fit in there, I was like, I am not prepared to be out on my own. No. Based off of this. Once I tried
that alone.
Then I heard the stick crack a little bit. I was like, yo.
That's how you knew you had too much.
Yeah. Yo, how thick this stick gotta be? I mean, the carry, and then also too, they don't tell you about what happened when you got to sit it down. Because there's no way you're doing this for that long.
That's true.
Well, here, switch the shoulders here.
Yo, that's gonna get annoying. Like, I just want you to think about like if you ran away and you pack a pair of pants, a shirt, 2 toys, 2 snacks, and a juice box. That's a tad, not saying like heavy, but that's a little weight. As a kid. Sure. And so if you're walking in the heat, mind you, because for some reason none of us wanted to run away during the wintertime. For some strange reason. You never heard of a kid running away in wintertime. I want y'all to look that shit up. You've never heard of a kid that ran away during the winter. It's always spring and summer when kids run away.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you walking in that weather and that weight, because first of all, no kid is picking the perfect stick. No kid is getting these sticks that we saw on the cartoons.
Perfectly balanced and evened out. No way.
That's a cane. This motherfucker sounds like a wooden
breaking. It's like broken limb at the edge.
The dexterity of that stick, man. It needs to be what? Shoot.
You gotta buy that stick from Home Depot. That's what you gotta do. You gotta get that stick from Home Depot. Be like, excuse me, where are your running away sticks? I need to.
Where your runaway sticks?
I'm planning something. Now, how much are these runaway sticks? $36.
Man, hey,
I don't even want to run away no more.
Hey, man, wood and lumber is a lot. Remember, Little Rascals?
Yes.
The boy showed up with all that change, and like, how much can we get for this? that dude pulled out.
He pulled out one little piece of lumber. He said, give us all you can for this much, please.
This much.
I love that movie so much.
Good luck.
Right.
Oh man. All right.
Classic movie, man. Sorry.
Classic movie. All right, back on the rails. Friday Night SmackDown kicking off this past weekend of incredible wrestling. Not going to get into too much depth of it because a lot of it is just leading to what we will be recapping in just a little bit. But I wanted to talk about one of the things. We have new tag team champions in the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six defeated the Street Profits this past Friday on SmackDown. And I would like to get your thoughts on the new tag champs. Honey is representing proudly. Let's start with you. Your thoughts on the new tag champs, the Wyatt Six.
So this is one of those situations where I know I said what I said before, but scratch all of that since we're here. I didn't want this, but I'll happily take it. And I'm excited. I'm curious. I'm intrigued. I'm not sure where this is going. I kind of like that element. But shout outs to my Wyatt Six, y'all. There's titles in Wyatt Six City. I'm actually very, very happy about that. So not sure where we're going. I kind of don't care. I'm just following the product and just gonna watch as a fan from this point on because I'm not sure what they're doing. It was unexpected. It was a really good match. But yeah, shout outs to Uncle Howdy and the crew.
Rob is saying the Wyatt Six is a failure. King Mike Hall saying trash can juice. Sage D, fuck that, but it was inevitable because WWE is allergic to seeing black people with gold for a long time.
Jesus Lord.
Don't feel them, they are boring. I think Uncle Howdy wants gold. Deonne, your thoughts on the new tag champs. Did Paul Levesque get it right? Or has he dropped the ball yet again?
This whole never knew what they wanted to do with the Profits. They headlined SmackDown before every PLE, it felt like. The last 3 probably. But for the Wyatts to be champs, I don't know, man. I didn't see them just wanting to get gold. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like they were just going to be that destructive team that just didn't care about anything like that. At least that's what I thought the premise might have been. I hated for the Profits because they were always the bridesmaids to every PLE, it felt like. Put the Profits on set on Friday, let them defend it in a TLC match. That could have been on a PLE card. and then we put them in the crowd on a PLE just to show the belts off. So it kind of stinks for them. Their run it has so much potential. But then I also saw the picture with them, Truth, and Carmelo Hayes, which that would be kind of dope. But for the Wyatts, them with gold just don't do it for me, man. I don't think it fits the aesthetic of them at the moment. But we'll see where it goes. Not if you ask me if I'm a fan of it, not really.
Boza is saying Bray had tag team gold. It continues for the Wyatt 6.
But that was no disrespect to this group, but like Bray was it was Bray. As simple as that can be said. This group, I felt like it just didn't. I don't know if they needed it, man. They haven't done much else outside of this. I don't know if they needed it or not. It just sucks for the Profits for me. That's all.
This is a trash ass decision. I'm sorry. And I'm upset that they putting the Wyatt 6 through this as well as the Street Profits. This is ass. Like, none of this makes sense with everything that they've been doing. What does giving them belts do?
Yeah. Like,
how does this form the tag team division? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the tag team?
But that's the thing, like we were just talking about how SmackDown has a really good tag team division. That was like a month ago.
Yeah. But it's just like, so what is it just now them cryptic
everybody
in the tag team match? Like, I feel like them putting tag team belts here has put like limits on them. Because now it's just like, okay, now it's going to be a more focus on who's ever in the tag team division. And it's like, okay, so then what? It's like you had a limitless amount of opportunity to make these people to some dope stories, like you said, where it doesn't really have to involve titles as of yet. Yeah. Like, there's so much that could have been told around here to where it's like, why are we doing this? Like, what was the need for that? What was the need to take it out the Street Profits if you don't let the Street Profits even defend it?
On PLEs at least, man.
Yeah. What is the point of it putting it on the Street Profits if you're not going to promote them to build a new tag team division? You display all of them so much like as if we're not interested in them. And then it's like, oh, well, we're going to keep putting them on SmackDown just because that gives you a reason to watch SmackDown. How about the fact I'm going to just watch SmackDown because of SmackDown? You have a dope tag team division, not even just far as Street Profits go, but like all of them. That TLC match should have been at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with these guys, Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, Pretty Deadly, like Los Garza, all of these folks should be on PLEs with the tag team titles on the line. I can honestly say that division on SmackDown is way more entertaining than the one that's on Raw right now. No offense to the New Day, no offense to the War Raiders, but there's no synergy there with Raw's tag team. It's just kind of just like, we'll focus on this tag team for a little bit and let them face one of them. We'll move the belts over here and then let them kind of do this thing, and then we'll put a couple tag teams there. Like, there's no synergy like it is on SmackDown. Like, you can't wait to see Los Garza go up against Pretty Deadly. You can't wait to see one of the Motor City Machine Guns going up against Tommaso Ciampa. Like, you have something there, you're just doing nothing with it. And it's like, oh, we'll give it to the Wyatt so we can keep this thing going. And it's like, you're giving them something that they don't need. What they need is time to develop out creativity onto this 2-hour program. And this didn't help it. I really just think this limits and shorts them on this.
I think Honey may have had some thoughts.
I kind of do. I do share everybody's frustration as to the way they booked the Street Profits this time around. However, I will say this, and I'm not saying that I'm advocating for I'm not saying that I'm not advocating for the Street Profits, because I'm a huge fan of the Street Profits. But they were just on a 119-day reign. Does anybody know it was that long? I didn't know it was that long. It didn't feel like it was that long.
Damn, no.
But the fact that it was that long, it's pretty great for the Street Profits. But I also want to remind everybody what the Street Profits have done, and the fact that they've already been around in the game for 10 years. I couldn't help but notice during the watch along, before the match went on, there was a vignette that popped up from a QR code when the Street Profits were entering the arena, dressed like Shawn Michaels gear and all that, which I thought was cool. In the vignette, Bo, who pretty much resembles Bray in a lot of ways in these videos, which is really crazy. He mentioned something that was very that really made me realize where they're kind of going with this story with the Street Profits. And I pretty much figured out 10 minutes before it even happened that they were going to take the titles. Even though I was the one saying from the very beginning when Wyatt Six showed up, titles should not be anywhere near them. I was the one advocating for that. However, now that we're here, there was one thing that Bo said in the vignette that really got me, and it said, because you call yourself prophets, you refuse to see the fact that gold keeps you both together. I think what is happening here is the Montez, I'm not sure about Dawkins, but somebody is going to be going on a singles run. And it might be something that we've been wanting to see for quite some time. So I think there's a longer and bigger story at play here. But the Street Profits, I'm not going to sit here and deny everything they've done, but they have run this WWE main roster division for quite some time. Raw Tag Team Champions, 2-time SmackDown Tag Team Champions, NXT Tag Team Champions, Triple Crown Champions. Is there anything else they really need to do as Tag Team Champions anymore? No offense. Just saying.
Go ahead, Will.
Nah, I was just gonna say, outside of the TLC match, give me Street Profits' greatest tag team matches on the main roster.
When they first won the Raw Tag Team Champions at Barclays Center.
Versus.
I don't even remember who that was. Damn it. We were there too.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Good Brothers?
What's your third one?
When they won again. I mean, I'm sure there's a few in between. The WrestleMania, what was it? Hollywood WrestleMania?
So you're proving a point I just want to push out. It's not a bad thing. It's just the fact of I don't like that they don't have from a 10-year span that it's a run where we instantly know that those matches. If I'd have said this for the New Day, you would have had 3 matches off the top like that. If I'd have said Usos, you'd have had one off the top of your head like that. I don't feel like they gave them enough time to give them to make the memory of being lasting. When we tell the story of like wrestling, they'll get mentioned because they check off all the boxes, but I don't think they got the shot that they deserve to have as far as being able to put on as many classics as they could have. I think they were a successful tag team though.
I think also they got almost lost in the sauce because of the whole fact when they tried to put them together with Lashley. I don't think that ever should have kind of really like happened the way it did. I feel like there was better ways that they could have written that.
Well, no, it could have happened. The problem is what we always talk about is y'all don't allow those factions to do what they supposed to do because,
to give them time too.
Yeah, but also too because you can't do too much. You can't do too much.
I do have a question real quick. Are we still high on that Montez singles run? Because Elimination Chamber, that was 3 years ago.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think we've even gotten to a point with the Street Profits where this ain't even no thing of like how we saw the Funkadactyls with Naomi and Cameron. Like Montez and Dawkins had shown like, hey, like even Dawkins knew, he heard it. He heard it. He heard the chatter, and Dawkins has stepped it up. Like, if you decide to split them, one go to Raw, one stay on SmackDown, like
they'll both work.
Will be A-okay.
Maybe that's the direction they might be going.
So has this just run its course then? I mean, like I know we talked about more of the Wyatts, like getting these titles, and talk more about the Street Profits. But blessing in disguise for the Street Profits, I guess. Because we got the draft coming up eventually.
Yeah.
Be a perfect time to do it. Just split them then. That way they don't have to feud against each other, which I'm kind of tired about. Tired of seeing tag teams split and do that. So let's do something new and just let them go. Shake hands and go their ways.
Yeah, like they did with Big E in the New Day.
Yeah. Shake hands, let's split up and let's go.
I agree. But congratulations to the new tag team champs. If it's leading to that, cool. But we gonna see what happens with these tag belts.
And just the overall story for the Wyatts at this point, right? Because I'm interested to see where this all leads. Are they the Judgment Day of SmackDown? Are they going to just get all the gold and get draped in it that way? So, I mean, what makes sense?
Yeah. So I guess that's the other open thing of what is the next chapter. Like, is it just that, and then you get tag matches with the tag team champs, but the storylines, but the storylines like maybe continue to grow into other different places, like Nikki maybe like getting a chance or a title shot at the U.S. Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seeing her story unfold, and then like getting closer to like now, depending on again who's the tag champs, one of them getting a singles title, and then Bray, I mean not Bray, I'm sorry, Bo.
Yeah, Bo.
I just thought about it. I was like, it'd be some crazy shit. I know we talked about we sent a message in our DM of somebody who had an idea about who should finish off John Cena to show that he's gonna be the next person for the next decade. And who they said we most certainly agreed with. I have another thought though. What if Uncle Howdy did it? What if Uncle Howdy defeats John Cena?
Why? Because he's still stuck in the fun house?
Okay.
Yo, you want to talk about some long-term storytelling?
Listen, like I said, I'm intrigued. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I was just as confused and stuck as y'all, but I was like, I should technically be happy about this as a fan. Like, I'm not going to see her not be happy for them, but at the same time, I'm intrigued. I don't know where the hell this is going to go, but that would be great.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be like what Sindel is saying, like this is the end of like that YS6 journey, and that's what that kind of feel like with putting these belts on them. And so I'm just like, I hope they don't go that route to where we're just gonna have them focus on the tag team division, because that's what kind of bothers me about this too. It's just like I feel like you're limiting people, or maybe just because again I haven't seen the full story yet.
Sage D,
is this helping them a little bit to reestablish the YS6 maybe? Like just to be like, okay, they're back, they're here, they're going to be more regular on SmackDown. Like that could possibly be it too. Just because we just don't know when they pop up or where they'll pop up. This at least tells you definitively.
For a good point in time, everybody was complaining that they weren't around, but now they come back and win titles, and everybody's.
Well, no, we're not complaining that they here. Like we're glad to see them here. But it's just like, come on, man. Like we there's something we expect with the YS6. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay, what's going on? Like, why was the tag team? But like you said, maybe it's a bigger story being told, and we just gonna have to see as it unfolds. But it's just like, as far as the pattern of the tag team division, it just kind of seems like, yo, like, what are we doing with these tag belts? It is, yeah.
It felt like they were in a good place before this, because that division, And now you just gotta see, like, now I just don't want everybody to get served up to him, man. I think that's where I'm at too.
Right. That's what Cynthia was saying. Like, who gonna beat him? Like, who gonna come in and beat him? Like,
Who's gonna willingly want to run up in there and just
go toe to toe with them? Like, the whole division scared of them. So
I'll wait.
All right. But moving on. I don't know why that deadbeat came.
I was gonna say deadbeat.
Yeah, get that deadbeat out of here. What are you doing?
But let's go ahead and jump into Saturday night main event, which in my mind was a clusterfuck.
Well, glad I didn't get that.
Boy. No.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
You.
I don't want to hear that.
Wanted this. You wanted this, sir. But we're gonna get to your punk match. But let's start off with one of the few that did actually do something right. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre.
Banger. Certified.
Deonne, thoughts on the match?
I loved it. I think the pairing of Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre works for me, just because social media, they're both trolls. It works. And Randy Orton, man, I still can't get used to big boy Orton, 300-pound Orton, but hey, it's Randy Orton, man. You can't complain here, especially on a Saturday night main event too.
This is another one of those times out of his contracts that he takes.
Indeed, you had a lot to say, but I'm just gonna say that one that we did before. What was it, honey? Sydney is a preferable replacement over me as well. Yeah, so Neil, I mean, I don't know you, but I thought we were tight. You watch the show, I'm here every week. So I thought we were cool though, man. But hey, I went, I got a shirt. Like, where is it? Right there. And I'm back for work today. So thanks for joining. What was I saying? Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Great match. Best match on the card for that night. I want to see where we go from here because Jelly Roll got involved.
Well, as you know, it is official. That was one of the matches that was announced. We are getting a tag team match at SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
Yeah. So this is what came of it. I didn't even hear that report for that.
I'm.
So that's legit.
That's legit. That's legit.
It's legit. It's going to be a match.
Jelly Roll has been training. And he wants to.
He looks great. He lost some weight. He looks great.
He lost a lot of weight.
I can't see it because I'm just like, every time I look at him, I'm just like, somebody just, them turkey basters, and they just.
Oh my God! Yeah.
We're taking out 46% of the jelly for you.
Well, no. Did you hear Michael Cole say afterwards Jelly Roll got toasted or something like that? I almost lost my shit. I almost lost it.
Because
he looks great. He looks great.
This is borderline, like, WCW was like, oh, no, it's not as bad. It won't be as bad as Jay Leno.
No, it's WWE. Nah, it's a WWE appropriate. Remember, Snooki was in a match at SummerSlam.
She was, and this is what SummerSlam is, right? They make sure to bring out all the stars for SummerSlam. Yep. And you're gonna have a match with Jelly Roll in it and Logan Paul. Again, we're in the business of entertainment, right? That fits the card, that fits the bill, that fits WWE. And it gives like Randy Orton a relatively high profile match. So Drew McIntyre too, for SummerSlam. But I saw this, I was like, hey, Jelly Roll already chokeslammed Austin Theory, who sold it perfectly.
Yes, he did.
I think they can do enough here, man. But this was one of my favorite segments from Saturday main event.
Yeah. I will agree. I enjoyed it. It was everything that it was supposed to be. for Drew and Randy Orton. It was a great way to open Saturday night main event. Nothing too crazy, nothing too on the line. It was a great time to open and how it, leads us to what's happening at SummerSlam. Oh, is it a little kooky for me?
Mhm.
Yeah, but in that same aspect of it though, Jelly Roll is in the ring with 3 phenomenal athletes that I know are going to work it. Like just even seeing like Logan Paul taking Jelly Roll shot and stuff like that, like him and like 2 fucking veteran icons like Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. Like they're going to make this work for SummerSlam, and I think it's just cool having them there. It's a cool little setup for SummerSlam, especially 2 nights. Like it's everything that needs to be there.
I mean, it'll fit. It fits the card, right? It'll be that thing that's needed. All the seriousness of everything else. Let's do this one. And who's to say Cardi B doesn't show up and do something too? It's 2 nights. So, and we're like 3 weeks away, aren't we?
Yes. I know people keep bitching and complaining about it. Talking about there's no build up, like how there's
moving
evolution, man. There's no build up, and I just don't want them to do this. I'm so sick of hearing this build up.
We didn't have build up for Evolution, and we did just fine, y'all.
We haven't had build up since WrestleMania.
Like where y'all been?
Think about it. It was 3 weeks for Backlash. It was 3 weeks for Money in the Bank. It was 2 weeks for Night of Champions. Same thing for Saturday night main event. It's like, it's just so much coming now that it's like, we don't have to have 4 months of build up to be able to do this.
Yeah, or 2 months, or you're right. It's honestly, say what you want. I like the fast pace, man.
We in a new era.
I prefer it.
Yeah, we're in a new era.
3 weeks from now.
They want it like this, and it's like cool. Like even like this, like what we just saw on Raw. Like they gave us everything we need to do to see what's getting set for SummerSlam with 3 weeks coming.
They did it all in 3 hours.
They got a lot of implications of what's leading to it. So I'm just like, I like the build up, and then also too, just to remember and keep in fact that Evolution is still like a mid card PLE, like Backlash, like a Money in the Bank. Like it's not one of the big 4. So it's just like, the build up was there. We had Deonne in the building. Like I said, we'll talk about it when we get to it and everything. Like, it did what it was supposed to do.
I heard Atlanta was bonafide as well. That's what I heard.
The streets was popping. I heard like, man, and Big E's it was spiritual in there at Evolution.
Indeed.
So, but we're gonna get to that. But yeah, as we said, that's the breaking news. We will be having a tag team match at SummerSlam between these contestants. Now we got brother versus brother. The little big brother Solo Sikoa defended his U.S. title against Jimmy Uso, who actually really put on a display for the U.S. title.
Sure did.
Honey, your thoughts on Jimmy Uso's performance against Solo Sikoa?
I mean, I think it's time to finally give Big Jim his flowers. I think it's time for Big Jim to start pushing to see bigger, better things, and go on his own kind of run. I like this start for him. I specifically admire the fact that he wasn't even scared shitless, not once, while standing in there face to face with Solo, regardless of who he had behind him. Because it's like, I'm your big brother. I'll whip your ass no matter what, which I love. But great performance for sure. Big Jim is definitely on a rise of his own. I'm just really excited to see what goes on further for him. Maybe he does keep going for the US title chase. I could totally see him with that title eventually.
Deonne, your thoughts on Jimmy's performance and the match overall?
And I enjoyed this one too. I know I bet the first one was probably my favorite, but just seeing the 2 brothers in this ring again doing this, I will say I'm with Honey with the United States title. I think if we're running it between him, Jacob, and Solo somehow, sort of like those 3 to maintain or like to, I guess, solidify that division a little bit at that time for that time. But
Right.
Giving Big Jim his shot, man, that will be great. I could see him with this one. And it's funny how Honey said he's on a certain path, a new path of his own, which isn't carved out as well as everybody else's. You saw Jacob's path. You see Solo's path. We saw Jay's. His is gonna be a little different, but there's no denying when that music hits, he gets pops. We love Big Jim, and when he gets that opportunity, who's to say it's not at SummerSlam? I think we're all waiting for his moment too. He's probably one of the last ones who hasn't had it yet from the bloodline, from the entire bloodline story, I guess. It's time for Big Jim, man. I can't wait. I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Solo got a solo title. Jay got a solo title. Roman got a solo title. Everybody else, Jim is the only one. Sammy had a solo title.
Yeah, and I think he's ready, man. I mean, he's sharpening his skills in the ring every now and then because he'll whip out some moves that surprises you, and you'd be like,
"Yeah,
Big Jim,
that top rope." Top rope. I was like,
oh. Be like, Big Jim, man, okay, we see you. But I think it's only a time before it's like undeniable he'll get a singles title reign, and if this between his brothers and family even more, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I enjoyed every bit of this match, man. Like I just really like seeing Jim like really show what he can do. Like I started seeing the solo star in him, not someone that's waiting for his brother to come back while he go do his thing. Like this looked like, Jim been in the ring. He been getting it going, and I love seeing it. But we know, at the end of the day, this is a final picture for Big Jim as Solo Sikoa retained the U.S. Championship, but we did see a dramatic return in the tribal werewolf who decimated the Timu bloodline. So my question is, if we were taking this story and we're trying to get to SummerSlam, what does this look like with all parties involved?
Oh, man.
Quite honest.
Dude, that title's gotta be on the line. And you're saying all involved.
I mean, quite honestly, I'm already jumping ahead to War Games. I'm not gonna lie.
Honey, stay at SummerSlam. Not letting y'all get off the rails no more on this one. You stay where y'all at.
I would love a triple threat, man, because I think Jim has a claim to that. Jacob obviously has something to do with that, obviously too. Solo, I think that's how it works, man. I think that's a dope match because he and Jacob, or Big Jim and Jacob, they've been sort of aligned these last few weeks. And it's going to come to a head where this title is the only thing that matters. They're going to have to throw hands at each other too. So, man.
I was going to say,
everybody else is not involved, just those three.
I was going to say, how long do they stay aligned until it's time for Big Jim to be like, yo, I want that. So let's run it. But I don't know.
Oh, and Will, they're what, MFT, not Timu Bloodline anymore, man. Come on.
Yeah, we're not doing. T-shirts. Yeah, we're not. I think we're giving up on Timu now, I guess.
They got merch, man. You gotta. That's the name on the merch.
The one thing I will not do is call Hikuleo Tala Tonga. It's Big Tonga. That's all. That's where I could reach my peak with it. I can't say that. Like, I don't understand.
You not respect that man's name, honey.
Nah, I respect his name, but I'm just gonna call him my own nickname, Big
Tonga. Kalalala. Oh man.
I can't.
Oh shit. You don't have no idea what you're setting up for SummerSlam with them, honey?
I really don't. No, I really don't. I mean, I guess the easy answer would be to say I agree with Deonne, but I'm I'm really
I
not
mean,
sure.
it's not a bad thing to agree with me.
No,
Like,
I
it's
know
not the
that, but I'm just
worst.
saying that's the easy way out, and I don't want to be a copycat. But I'm just saying I really don't know where they're going.
I'm gonna go with a tag team match. Jacob and Jimmy teaming up to go up against Solo and either JC or Tala or Hikuleo. Or
No United States title on the card for SummerSlam.
It's family business right here.
Yeah.
It's big family business. We need a number one contender for Solo's title defense. Like this all been like the family thing. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the rematch, Jimmy getting the shot. Now we need to give some prestige to the US title. Like who's gonna earn a shot to go up against Solo Sikoa? But congratulations to Solo, remaining the US champion. Now this match. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Seth Rollins, LA Knight, which is what's seeming to be a banger of a match until this one move made everything come tumbling down as Seth Rollins is injured with a knee injury. There is no update on anything as far as injury concern wise. As to the severity of his injury, we do know he was dropping a lot of F-bombs as he was being carried out. And LA Knight, and shout out to him though for like being a champ, still taking the BFT to let LA Knight get the pin. That was definitely you had heart for that one, Seth Rollins. And apparently too, due to this injury, 40 minutes. There's 40 minutes of something that was supposed to happen that they all had to pivot for Saturday Night main event due to this injury.
Oh.
There was a 40-minute segment that was cut out because he got injured. And they had to scramble for the rest of it.
Do we know what it was?
We think it couldn't have been that.
Been what? What are we referring to?
It couldn't have been like a catch-in or anything, or an early Roman return, or something like that. Maybe
could have been Roman's return. Could have been that. Some people are speculating that it could have been the OTC coming back at Saturday Night main event to confront Seth Rollins. But we do know, no details were given, but we do know that there is 40 minutes of something that was supposed to happen at Saturday Night's main event that did not happen.
And they still cut Goldberg.
But thoughts on this injury though, and what does this do for Seth's newly aligned faction and him being Mr. Money in the Bank? Honey, let's start with you.
Makes me sad. I don't like to see it. Unfortunately, this is not the first time we've seen anything like this happen. Freak accidents happen all the time, and unfortunately, this isn't the first way that we've seen Seth do this either. Literally down to the almost 10-year mark. What was that 2015, 2016? He did when he injured himself the first time. Yeah, man. It kind of really, well, not kind of, it actually does throw a whole bunch of shit off for a lot of things. Being that he was, walking around with the Money in the Bank contract. However, I initially thought technically, I'm like, well, there's no relinquishing a contract because that's not what they do. You technically have a whole year to use it. So I'm sure now they're just gonna go put him on the back burner for a little bit so he could recuperate and rehab and everything like that. If I was Seth, I would be pissed as well. But he's not no spring chicken the way he used to be anymore. He is a workhorse. We know he's dedicated. We know what he could do. Perhaps it wasn't the best. That wasn't the best moment for that spot. Who am I to say? Because I don't know.
Right?
You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things you don't want to see happen to anyone, especially someone like Seth Rollins, who dedicates and puts his life on the line literally every day for this business. But it is going to throw a lot of things off. But it's kind of the thing that happens when the other Shield members kind of drop the ball on things. So you just got to get the other one to pick it up, and then now you have OTC, so we'll be okay. Shout outs to Seth Rollins. Hope you feel better.
His knee giving out is him dropping the ball.
No,
I was like, yo,
no.
Wow. I was like, she really just said that.
No.
Wow.
All right then.
Okay. Sheesh.
Yo.
Deonne, your thoughts. Hey, you said it, honey, not us.
The dramatics of your reaction, though. It's like y'all know exactly how I meant to say that, and y'all know what I meant.
No, you said it how you meant to say it. You said it how you said it.
Yeah, you said
I didn't mean
to say that.
I didn't mean that he dropped the ball on purpose because when he hurt himself. Of course, I'm not saying that. That's obviously not realistic to say.
So how did he drop the ball?
Proceed, Deonne. It's too late.
Am I missing something?
I feel like we both in the same car, and I'm trying to get to the destination with you. Because what did you mean by that?
Oh, goodness gracious! Just taking shots from one Shield member to another. I'm being funny. I was trying to be funny. Obviously, it's a little too early to be that funny since you're not as sinister as I am. But proceed, guys. Jesus Lord.
And well, my thoughts on this one. Obviously, again, Seth Rollins' major storyline that he's in right now, Mr. Money in the Bank, has a group. Everything sort of like it's lining up with him as the centerpiece. And this happens. It's super unfortunate accident that happened. I will admit, when he first did the slingshot over the rope, I was like, man, this is old Seth. What is he doing? Has seen that in a while. But then that knee gave out on the other back end of that move. And I was like, damn, that, again, we've seen that story before from him. And once you saw it, it was one of those things where like, you kind of knew it wasn't like a work or an angle, right?
Yeah.
Just because it just didn't feel like it. Especially it didn't feel like it once he took the finisher, the LA Knight's finisher, and 1, 2, 3, we were done. It just stinks, man. Seth Rollins had a hell of a moment at WrestleMania, had a hell of a year so far. It just stinks. I mean, it's an injury to a major player with a major storyline. But the thing is, he has the Money in the Bank contract up until next June. So we still got a lot of story we can tell. Maybe this pivots. Well, obviously it pivots, but maybe we go somewhere else with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed a little bit more being the focal points. So we get them back in that main picture. But yeah, it just stinks. Seth Rollins, I love him. Just stinks that he's not going to be on TV anymore. But who's to say he won't be? Because I think they had like MRI and stuff today down in Birmingham or whatever. He went to doctor today, I guess. But nothing has been reported yet. I just think, yeah, it just stinks, man. That's all.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can come back soon and cash it in on. Oh boy, another cash in on Roman would be great, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, hey man, hopefully he learns from this and don't drop the ball again, according to Honey.
Boy, I tell you, boy,
and not cut no flips off of ropes.
Don't even run to the ring anymore, Seth.
Don't.
He doesn't run to the ring.
Yeah.
Don't dance to the ring, Seth. How about
He
that?
doesn't even dance anymore. He stopped all that.
Oh my God. Don't go through the ropes to get in the ring then, honey. How about that? Does he still do that? Does he? He don't do that. He don't do that. He don't do that anymore. Oh, goodness.
He does
I wish
it though.
Beyonce was performing again. Well,
Yo,
it is Monday.
I'm so sorry. Every time Deonne talk, I just hear Beyonce song. And as soon as he finished, all I heard was, "You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I have another you in a minute." Matter of fact, Sydney will be here in a minute. Oh, shit. Oh, if we've learned anything, this injury is all Honey's fault because she wanted the tribal chief back so badly. She did this.
I didn't do nothing.
She talk about those 40 minutes, man.
She sacrificed the shield number to conjure another one. Yo, you know what's crazy? Why both of them out and he's back? Yo, Moxley just lost his title. He's injured and OTC is back.
I'm just saying. It writes itself, but you know.
Oh, this guy.
Not everybody gets dark humor, and I understand.
So,
what's the next topic?
Speaking of,
let's talk about it.
Guess we'll talk about this match. That's what the people.
We gotta do it.
I thought you didn't get a ticket for this, Deonne.
I did not get a ticket for this. Those Saturday.
Why not? I thought you were gonna.
Oh God! Once I saw the ticket prices, I was like, and my family came, so we watched it around TV on Saturday.
As the people are now calling him, Silverberg took on Gunther for the world heavyweight title. Deonne, let's just go ahead and
okay, this was dope. Man, come on. It's a dope picture, man.
None of this was dope. None of this was dope. Nothing about any of this was dope.
Honey, you gonna give me an opportunity, or would you like to go first?
Unnecessary.
Would you like to go first? I can cede my time to you if you would like to go first.
No.
Okay.
Deonne the floor shirts.
All right, man. We can all dream, right? Like that's what this match was, a fever dream, pretty much.
This was a nap. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute myself. Let me shut up.
I think overall, it was what it was. I wish it could have been more. They leaned into a lot of WCW stuff in it. Ernest the Cat Miller came out. They had DDP there. I wish it could have been more like a WCW sort of reunion for Goldberg. That would have been kind of dope to see. But match overall, it wasn't the worst. Like it was the worst. Like, let's be honest. It was what it was, a typical Goldberg match. Mr. Spear went through the barricade, and his son got involved, which I never liked, even when he did that stuff with Bobby Lashley. But yeah, Goldberg, it was time, man. You could tell. But the fact that he still got him up in that jackhammer, I was okay with that. Gunther helped him out a lot, but he still got him up and he still did it. I thought it was pretty dope to see Goldberg one more time, even in this capacity for me. So that won't be taken away from me. It was what it was. I wish it was more, to be honest with you. And like Boza said, at least he got a chance to retire. So that was in Atlanta on a Saturday main event. It worked for me.
Honey, your thoughts?
There's a couple of words that come to mind because I couldn't help but notice something interesting when I would go into the Peacock app. I went to the Peacock app. I go to the WWE section and I'm pulling up Saturday night main event. And of course, you know, there he is, Goldberg, main event, marquee picture. No one spared, everyone speared. No one cared, everyone cheered when it ended. Don't care. It's over. They even cut your boy off, which I didn't really agree with, which was kind of wrong. it was his retirement match. But however, that match really, you would expect a 98, 99, 2000 Goldberg kind of match. But guess what? It wasn't that. I'm surprised he even got him up for the jackhammer. But it was just for him to ride off into the sunset one last time. This was for Goldberg. This wasn't for any of us. This was for Goldberg. And the two other fans that he has.
The two other fans, okay.
But I mean, and Deonne could have been there. This is the man that Deonne's been advocating for this whole time, and you weren't there because you was out too busy at the rodeo having everybody check on it.
Oh, goodness.
This is what you were doing.
This is going on far too long.
This is what you were doing, Deonne. But you could have been seeing your greatness, and you chose not to because you wanted to go to the rodeo.
Okay, well that was planned in January. Those tickets went on sale in January. Come on. Mm-hmm. We didn't know about Saturday Main Event until like a month ago. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to bring the show down. I do want to. Should I? Okay. So my overall fandom for Goldberg, I'll be completely honest, completely everything. Did Will freeze or did he just leave? Okay. Just real quick. Just give me 2 minutes.
Where's my timer?
Goldberg was like the only WCW wrestler in general me and my dad ever agreed upon that we both liked. And he was the only wrestler I ever saw. Goldberg was the only wrestler I saw my dad watch and naturally like pop for, just because how indestructible he seemed. Mm-hmm. And those were one of the wrestlers that we agreed on a lot. And we both loved Goldberg. I remember sitting on the couch, sitting on the floor, him and I watching those quick Goldberg matches. That's where that fandom came from. Then he came back in 2016, and I remember that Lesnar match. I called my dad right after it. Did you watch it? Yeah, I watched it, son. Yeah, I hope he comes back and does another one. And he came back, did another one, and won a title. So 2 years fast forward, my pops passed away. So seeing Goldberg in any capacity sort of reminds me of those times growing up watching him with my pops. That's about it. And it was just a good reminder. And obviously he was out of shape. Not out of shape, but he was old now. But it was still Goldberg, man. It was still Doug Dillinger walking him to the ring. It was still the pyro.
I will say
that was one of the reasons.
I will say there were the sentiments that were there. Of course, I understand your story, but
But again, that was selfishly my reason for like loving it so much.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
Yeah. I think my
you have your Goldberg origin story. I have my Brett origin story.
I hope my explanation doesn't fall on deaf ears from that stupid video you just played.
Gotta admit, it was kind of
which went on for far too long, by the way. But yeah, that's all.
Councilman, you all right?
It wasn't even the video when she said, "Nah, you just wanted to go. You out here going check up on it." I lost it. Yo, water. That's why I had to go off camera. Well, I don't know if the camera might have caught it. Like water shot out my fucking knees. I had to go scoop the other way.
Who made that?
Who?
Oh my gosh, bro.
Whoever took the time.
That story is not going to save you for what I'm about to say about going to
whoever took the time for that, you know where you can go.
But yeah, this boy, your story is not going to save you from what I'm about to say.
Well, it's not a saving issue. It's just I just want to let people know. That's all.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say something real messed up.
Let people know.
This match, even your dad would have been like,
no, because I had to fight the remote from him because he wanted to watch WCW all the time.
Nah, but in all seriousness though, this shouldn't have happened at all. But it happened. But one, it should not have happened at Saturday night's main event. Because
sure.
we know NBC don't play, and it cuts it right off at the time that it's supposed to cut it off, because this is primetime television. Even with the slight setup that you've given, it just did not it's kind of just like, I don't know if this is how Goldberg decided he wanted to go out, or if people were just like left in the hands of creative. Because this was not the match it could have been. And this doesn't even have to do with his strength or if he still got it. It was really just one of those, like, if this is his last match and we're supposed to be seeing the 178-0 Goldberg one last time, you're supposed to give that time with everything that you have around here too, like how you just said, with all of the people that he brought back out, his son there coming down to the ring in Atlanta where WCW was at, like him, even with his acceptance and retirement speech, like that should have all been saved to have and make room for, like not just kind of just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be his last match and okay, cool, and then it's just him talking to Atlanta. Like I would say, like as much as I make fun of Bret Hart, as much as sometimes I make fun of Goldberg, if you're telling me like this is their retirement moment where they're about to just say, hey, thank you for everything, peace out, they deserve to have it televised and they deserve to have the time that they're supposed to have. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, I don't think him losing to being choked out was great. I thought that was stupid. Goldberg should have went out on his back like a beast. Final Symphony, power bomb, roll up, something.
The whole point was him not losing in Atlanta. He's never lost in Atlanta, or never got pinned in Atlanta.
But you go out on your back. Everybody knows that when it's your last match, you either go over or you go on your back.
Yeah, because like him giving up, he didn't give up. He passed out. He didn't tap out, and he didn't get pinned. So what does that help keep the mystique of Goldberg running?
No, it don't. It did not do what it was supposed to do. That's why I'm saying it like that. This would have been different if that was the ending, then we should have got 5 more minutes of this match.
Mm-hmm.
Because it should have been one of those like how he had Jay, like where it's like, yo, if y'all gonna make Goldberg look like this, like Goldberg got to at least fight and resist before he pass out.
For a long time.
Yes. If you got Jay doing that, it's like, yo, that's what you should have Goldberg be doing. But because
Goldberg shook off some, he went back to the well when he shook off some stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, yo, but it's because of where you had it at. You had it at Saturday night main event, and they don't play about times. Like, regular like primetime television from channel 2 to channel 11. They don't play that. Like
they know it, yeah.
Yeah, when it's time to go off, it goes off. And I think because of someone who has made such an impact like Goldberg, even to the story that you said, and then the same thing goes for my dad. God bless it, he's still here. He did the same thing like your pops. Like Pop, when he watched this, we were picture back, and he was only watching WCW to watch Goldberg.
Yep.
That's it.
He deserved a better send-off than what he was given.
But that's how I told you before. Like I keep forgetting Saturday Night Main Event it's a special event, right?
This
but it's not a legit PLE. Like it's not a legit PLE. Like it's still yeah. This was
it's still technically a PLE. It's still a premium.
Okay, since they essentially, how would you this might be another for another episode. How would you have booked him losing his last match?
Final Symphony got rolled up.
Yeah.
Go on your back.
I would have gone. I would have gone maybe about 10 years back too. By the way,
Would you have? NXT has all the old WCW pay-per-views, so you couldn't do like a signature WCW event on a Saturday. I think that would make it a little bit more special.
No, again, I think everything where it was set up was completely fine. I like the buildup that we had that came to it. I just think that because of time restraints and everything like that, that you didn't give us a chance to see what this man's final match could be.
The execution wasn't where it needed to be.
Yeah, it's like they did what they need to do in the match. He held his own. Gunther showed out with everything as well. Like I said, all the pieces were there, but it's just like the fact of when you're hitting that 10-minute mark on Saturday night, it start getting thick. That's why, and it was like, like even with the whole like when he jackhammered him and he couldn't roll over to pin him and stuff, and it's just kind of like, all right, cool, we'll still take a breather. Let's show you strong one more time, and then that's when we go ahead and finish this off.
We had the wrong guy. We had the wrong guy, Will. We were making fun of the wrong superstar to almost keel over while trying to go for the pin. What? Oh, sorry. That was not him.
Shout out to Bill Goldberg.
Yes, Bill Goldberg.
Thank you for all of what you've done for your career. And also thank you for making sure that dude didn't have his hands up in time. That would be one of the highlights.
I was waiting for it.
Career.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, because I can't keep letting you shit on Goldberg and then not throw something out here. I'm like, listen, as much as I think he should have been retired, I'm like, you gonna stop fucking with Goldberg, okay?
It's Bill Goldberg. We call him Bill over here. Okay, we call him Bill.
You ain't shit. Shout out to fucking Bill Goldberg, man. Last match, got to write it somewhat the way he wanted to, and at least he got a retirement match. Sorry.
Bret Hart technically did. Didn't he have a United States Championship title match to end his career? I think he was wearing jorts at the time, like old school jorts, like below the knee pads.
Deonne.
With the little string dangling too.
Yeah, it could be.
Deonne. I mean, we could keep it. We could keep it going. We could keep this going. Like,
let's all do a watch along and watch Bret Hart's last match. Let's do that.
I got a perfect watch along. How about this?
Oh, that's not right.
That was fab. Deonne, when'd you learn those moves?
Man. Bret Hart's last match was a tag team match with John Cena against Alberto Del Rio and Ricardo Rodriguez. Wow.
When'd you learn to dance like that? You gotta teach me them moves, Deonne.
That man went from headlining WrestleManias to never mind.
All right, man. What are we moving on to? Oh shoot, y'all are hilarious. Let's move on now to what we all really want to talk about. Evolution.
Let's do it.
Evolution, man.
Something I could get behind.
Gia, you were in the building. Evolution Atlanta, you were there, man. Please let us know, like, bro, like, what was it like being in the arena for this PLE?
Man, that atmosphere last night was insane. Like, it literally gave me goosebumps. It gave me the whole Rock deal there, man, because it wasn't a full-on sellout. They blacked out a few of them at the top, but lower bowl was packed. The upper mids were packed. From the first match, crowd went ape shit. Like as soon as that bell ring, you saw it with Bailey, Becky, and Lyra in there. Every match got a pop, man. Like every person who came through that curtain got a pop. Like even the NXT crew. Like if you didn't know they had a good NXT squad come down for this too. But dude, I only got up one time, and that was to buy a T-shirt, and I made sure to do that during like an entrance. And I didn't I'm not gonna say whose entrance, but I'm just like I had to get up and do it. It was the battle royal. It was the battle royal entrance.
I'm sure that's the first thing I thought. It had to be during the battle royal. It's 20. Yeah,
because I went as soon as that got started, and I saw Stephanie McCurry's entrance, so I made it back in time for that. But dude, everybody was electric, man. Like if we compare the crowds like we saw on TV that from like Saturday main event, and even like granted NXT was in center stage, that was the best crowd all weekend, man. And Atlanta's a really good wrestling crowd anyway.
Yeah.
And dude, every match, that bar was set so high with that first match, and the show just got better and better as it went on. But even the battle royal was good, like, which can sometimes be a flop, but at least it gave it stakes with the championship match on the back end of it. No, man, it was amazing. Like after that, I would hope Evolution could become a yearly thing. It could be a nice summertime PLE, man. Just where it's at now, like here in July. But dude, that building was electric the entire night. We went home on the MARTA with people chanting for Naomi. Like somebody just go proceed and then with caution. Like it was just like that the entire ride home. And dude, it was electric, man. Had a ball. I can't say anything bad about it. Every batch killed.
Okay. Honey, let me ask you, like with the success of Evolution, we have heard Triple H mention that it is still a toss-up if we get an Evolution 3, only for the simple fact that he feels that the Evolution thing is not necessary anymore as a fact of to now that they are just in the mix and that it is the norm. So let me ask you, is Triple H right, or is he being a little tone deaf when it comes to this about this particular PLE?
I guess he feels he's in the right, but if I'm looking from a fan perspective, and especially with what I saw this past weekend, I kind of want to see more and more often. I literally put up the hashtag after the event was over, and I said, make Evolution annual. Just make it once a year. Like give the women their WrestleMania. Like, I understand what he's trying to say. However, Evolution is its whole other entity and a whole nother animal in itself. I mean, obviously with the way Deonne described the atmosphere there, like, and even with the reaction from everyone is saying this whole event in its entirety was a 10 out of 10. Nobody's saying anything bad about this PLE at all. Everybody knows that this women's division has been stacked for some time, and they showed up and showed out the way they know how. But what were you look like you were going to continue to say something?
Yeah. So let me ask this question, because this was something that came up in a wrestling conversation. Would you still feel the same way if the women's division was now not only equal to airtime as the men, but even somewhat exceeding it? Like now it's like, it's a question of who headlines WrestleMania, not only just for the men, but the women. Like it's a real toss up of like, yo, Naomi and Bianca will close out the show and not the WWE Men's Championship. Like if it was like that, would you still want an Evolution at that point?
That's a good question. I think I would just want both. Only because I love women's wrestling and I love how far it's come. I just know that it's just going to keep continuing to grow and to eventually to the point where we will have women main event and there will be no question about them being the main event, because there were quite a few times where we all said, and we've done predictions for every single PLE so far, where we've said the women's match should be the freaking main event, even on a regular Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something that's evident in the work that they've been putting out there, because these women are so athletic and there's so many different women from different walks of life, different abilities, different talents, and you just look at the picture alone, it's just such an amazing diverse group of beautiful athletic women that kick ass. And I wouldn't mind, as long as you put on a show like that you put on yesterday, do it every year. Just why not? Why not? You sold the place out. You got people talking throughout the whole weekend, and you created moments, and all the legends that they brought out were there too. Like the women's legends, I was like, yo, it's pretty fire in there. It's pretty fire in there.
But again, to that question, because I see where your mind is still sitting there. Now I want you to put your mind in the future of the question I asked you with everything you just said. If that was a normal thing now, where we're not worried about that anymore, where that is coming to us every single week and on PLEs, is evolution still needed then?
Maybe not. Maybe not. No, not necessarily.
Deonne,
yeah, that was my thought. If it were equal on a week to week, show to show, PLE to PLE basis, there might not be a need for an evolution. But since there isn't, and we're giving the women more time to showcase, their abilities, their characters, their storylines, that's when you need evolution. That's that perfect world that we're talking about now, Will. Like, if in a perfect world, if all was equal with that, I don't think we'd get an evolution 3.
I agree. And the only reason why I agree is because I think Evolution 2 did what it was supposed to do. And I heard that was something that Stephanie said. When you think about it, like, if you even what just Honey said as well, look at this picture. Like, the fact, like, if you think about it, like, when we've talked about this, like, the women could have their own weekly show.
Mm-hmm.
And with matches that would not get old. And this doesn't even involve the NXT girls yet. So you bring all of them up. This is the first time we have really had in history where you have a overflow of a women's division.
Non-stop flow.
Now and again, you're not depending on a handful of people. Like, you're not depending on the horsewomen having to carry the entire thing and break all these barriers. You're not having to wait for Paige and AJ Lee to go everything to show.
Every single woman is an important puzzle piece.
Yeah. And even to, like, back to the Attitude Era, you had people there, but it was like, a handful of them were, if they weren't managers, they were barely getting these looks. But the simple fact that you're seeing all of that, Cindy, hold on, to say this, because I know you say you still know that they didn't put Asuka in that picture a few weeks after return. There is a second poster, Cindy, that does have Asuka in it. Yeah, she's in it.
Right there. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. There's two posters that came.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ow! He dropped this above my head. Ow!
But yeah, there's another one. I think that she's in the one where Chelsea Green is in the front where Rhea is.
That's a great shirt.
Yeah, but there's 2 posters that I saw, because I said the same thing of, like, why wasn't Stephanie Vaquer in this picture? But then the second one, it has Stephanie in there. Lord jeez.
Back up.
Attention, please. There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately. Do not use the elevator. Use stairwells where necessary.
What's bad is it's not gonna stop. That's the problem.
Oh shit.
I was gonna think it was a fire alarm. Is it a fire alarm?
No, it's an emergency thing.
There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately.
Like, I pay too much for me to have this in here.
Use stairwells where necessary.
That would annoy.
Like imagine if I was asleep right now, I'd be tight. And most of these be like nothing. It don't be nothing happening. It'd be like an old person and fell or something. Exactly, Sage. That's exactly what's happening.
Proceed calmly to the nearest exit.
Greetings, Gotham.
You don't really have to like evacuate or something. Like, what's going on? Like, y'all
We
good
never-
with it?
We never do. Nothing. I'm telling you, it'd be like an old person fell.
Jeffrey. I love it. That's good.
That was great. That was great. That was great. Okay. We'll jump into Evolution 2. Triple threat match. IC title. Honey, let me get your thoughts.
The match did what it needed to do. It was a great kickoff start for the night. I was pleasantly surprised with Lyra's performance. She stepped it up a notch. However, I knew that things would ensue to the point where the man would get one over on them. Bailey, of course, did great as well. I think this was just more so about solidifying the prestige of the Intercontinental title going forward for the women, and to also establish Lyra, to get her over with the people and the crowd and things like that. Just, because we have been struggling with that for a little bit, but she has been doing so much better, and them to start off the show was a really good move.
Mm-hmm. No, I thought the same thing. Like, this one was that finish was so good. Like, that Becky roll up, that came out of nowhere. Didn't see that one.
That was a slick roll up
at all. Like, that was a good backslide. I loved it. This match did a lot for me, because Lyra's benefited so much. Like, again, Bo's just reading my mind here. Has benefited so much from just working with these two, and inserting Bailey into this Intercontinental title chase, and then we still got Becky and Lyra. It's helped her so much to establish her and make us care about her. Because I think a few weeks ago I said, like, I'm finally sort of getting on that Lyra train, but this match showed that she hung in there with two legends. And again, a first match for the PLE, crowd went crazy as soon as it started. And that finish, man, came out of nowhere. I loved it. It set the bar very high for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I agree. I was like, this is what you open with, and they did it very successfully.
Don't do it.
That's wild though. But no, this was great. This was how you start off Evolution. I was glad they used this instead of for SummerSlam, because this is what you needed to see. Not only did you need to see Becky and Bailey at Evolution, but them showcasing and really putting this girl over, not even like getting the victory, but really putting her over and showing like the evolution of this person, like, not to be like corny or, like pun intended or anything like that, but we really did see the evolution of Lyra Valkyria. Like I said, in the last episode we had, like, I have never doubted her in-ring capability. Her in-ring capability is up there with the Four Horsewomen, and I'll stand on that, as you just saw at Evolution. The only thing that was missing was the confidence in there, the attitude, the voice, and now she has that. And so now you have everybody behind her, and I just think, like, they did such an incredible job with all three of them. It was no one, you didn't know which way this was going to go. And that's what I love about triple threat matches. You have no idea, okay, who's going to be the winner. I know I picked Becky to win, but I was like, a few times I was like, Ooh, Becky
sure.
did that again. And then at 1-2, and I thought that 3 was coming, and someone broke it up. But this was an incredible way to start off the night. Like they just again went at it. Like it was just this is what you want to see from
It was hard hitting. It was hard hitting. Like these girls
they
wrestle.
were.
These girls wrestle. Like they wrestle.
But in the end, the man remains the Intercontinental Champion. But we do know that she will be having an opponent at SummerSlam that we will get into a little bit later in the show. But we're going to move on to the next match. It is for the NXT title. It was JC Jane defending her title against Jordynne Grace at Evolution. Jordynne Grace decided to be accompanied by her tag team partner from the Great American Bash, the newly signed Blake Monroe, to take on the NXT champion JC Jane and Fallon Henley. Now, these girls are already enough in the ring, and they put on an immaculate display of why people need to be watching NXT, in my opinion. Now we know it was a great match all the way through until
you could feel it though, man. Like for some reason,
you sensed it.
Just feel
you
it.
Sensed it as soon as she was like, "Come out to the ring with me." I was like, "Nope, nope, nope."
Everybody sitting around with me was like, "Don't trust her. Don't trust." I heard that multiple times. Don't trust.
Y'all know y'all can't be Blake Monroe's friend in July. Y'all know what happens when you're Blake Monroe's friend in July.
All I'm saying is this, man.
Hot glam summer.
If that girl told me she was Mephisto, I'm like, if we had a girl version, there it is.
Perfect.
As we see Blake Monroe's true colors coming out, costing Jordynne Grace the championship. JC Jane retaining. It is just this final image that I'm just like, yo, this white lady crazy. This white lady crazy. I can think that she did this, and it's all of them. I'm like, yo, something ain't right with her.
No, man, it was, and the crowd felt a little apprehensive to JC Jane a little bit when she came out. But I think as time went on through that match, and if they didn't watch NXT as much, I'm sure they do, but
no, they don't. No, and that's the thing I think a lot of us got to remember too. Like a lot of folks don't watch NXT.
Yeah, but by the end of that match, they were like JC Jane was there. Like she played to the crowd too. Got some great reactions from the crowd. And I mean, Jordynne Grace is just Jordynne Grace. Like she passed the airport test, right? Yeah. Look over there. That's gotta be somebody. But now we got Blake Monroe yeah, man, you can just feel it about to happen. Like something's up.
You could feel the betrayal in the room.
Oh, it was filled the air of betrayal.
Y'all smell that? Smell like seared betrayal coming in. Who cooking disaster right now?
It was a taste of betrayal.
Taste of betrayal. Jordynne is not pleased, and we can only imagine what's going to happen this Tuesday on NXT.
Just want to advise that this is a false alarm. This is a false alarm. It is safe to go back to your apartments. Thank you for understanding, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you.
The thugs are tied up, hanging from a light pole right now.
Joker,
outside the building.
Joker lost. It must have been a Nightwing situation. Batman wasn't needed to come out.
Right.
Nightwing.
Definitely Nightwing. Definitely Nightwing.
But yes, man, shout out to the NXT stars shining bright with the NXT women's title on the line, and they represented for NXT strong. And if you don't watch NXT, I think they definitely gained a lot of supporters that'll be watching this upcoming Tuesday. Well, tomorrow for NXT. Now,
today in our
you got me yawning, honey. Shit.
I'm sorry, man. I can't help it. I apologize. I keep trying to cover myself.
I look right at her and she tried to go for it and it caught my ass.
They could apparently yawns are contagious, aren't they? Right?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But yes, we had a fatal 4-way tag team match for the tag team titles on the line. My client, the newly half of the tag team champions, and Raquel Rodriguez taking on Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Zaruka, and the Kabuki Warriors. And can I just say, what a great match.
Boy.
Mm-hmm.
What an incredible match. And can we just talk about the complete 360 of Charlotte Flair?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Was it
yeah.
her recent-
How
was it her
about
recent interviews,
let's
man?
talk about it? How about we do that? Yeah, let's do that.
Because her recent interviews have sort of like, okay, don't mean to take the mic, Will, but you said it a few months ago about like Charlotte versus Ashley, essentially, like the two of them, or like maybe Ashley is the one that needs like the help or whatever. It was something like that you said. I can't remember fully, but I don't know, these recent interviews she's been doing in the makes me feel for her a little bit, you know? Like she said that caught her off guard when Tiffany said the stuff about the divorces, because it wasn't just Charlotte she was taking a shot at, it was her. I don't know. The crowd went as soon as that music popped, man. Like it was, hey Charlotte, welcome back. I was like, where you been? Like, no, she complete. I wasn't gonna say anything, but Cindy said it.
You know, all of us didn't go to college. Okay.
I don't know. It's I'm
If you
glad
actually
she got the
rotate in
pop.
a 180 degree, you wouldn't know where to stop. Yeah. Take that in.
What?
Yeah, you thinking about, well, okay, if I turn right now, where would I stop at? Yeah, you thinking about it.
I just turn around.
But where would you stop at to turn around to be a full 180?
If I'm straight here, I just go straight. Yeah, it's just the same.
Look, you throwing yourself off already.
A 360 would be if I turned all the way around and I'm right back here.
Yeah.
180 is half of that.
Yeah. But you still have to think about it in order for it to happen. So y'all not too bright. Y'all think y'all smart.
That's what happens when you're doing all that checking on it.
You're in the 5th grade reading class, just like me. You're so smart. Ooh, 180, net 360, whatever. Excuse me for playing Tony Hawk too much, and that's all the time I remember.
Ugh, Tony.
Safety, shut up. Oh man, how do y'all feel though about the odd couple in Charlotte and Alexa? I love it.
It's fun. It's different for them, and it's fun. They're two veterans in that NXT era of women, where Alexa was that unspoken horsewoman, and Charlotte was coming up in NXT as well. But I like to see, and I guess this is one of those instances where I don't mind two different superstars coming together, because there's a whole point to it, and you could see it, you know what I mean? And the way they're playing into it, it's going really well so far. Their chemistry is dope. I just can't wait to see what it leads to. But it's fun, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna be if they decide to put the titles up at SummerSlam, I feel like those are gonna be the ones that they're gonna put them up against, is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, just because of how they've been pushing them so far. And just again, Charlotte got.
And that save was good too. Like that save that she from Zaria Spit, that was
Boy, Soul be taking them off. Boy, she be taking them spears full on. Like, and she be out of there, bro. Like the way she be selling is flawless.
That double soul snatcher though. Oof. The fact that I had Soul Ruka on a SmackDown watch along was quite the treat last Friday.
It's just, again, it's showcasing you like what you have to expect to come up. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, I think that like what Evolution did a great job for. I mean, you don't have to keep bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what Brett should have did, and maybe he would have had a better angle and hit a full 180 or 360, whichever one. Either way, should have had their hands up for it.
Oh, here's.
I love how it's Brett's fault that he got kicked in the head and concussed.
I saw her look. Oh, excuse me, Miss, dropped the ball because his knee got injured.
I was being dark, dude. God.
No, that's what you get. Because I saw her look at the comment, snicker, and then I seen the motion of her hand going to the button to click on. I'm like, oh, she's gonna pull that comment up, ain't you? And she without hesitation pulled the shit up. You ain't shit, but that one.
That's what happens. Y'all got me late on a Monday night, man. I'm tired. I've had quite the day.
I watched her go full heel. Like, oh, there you go.
Starting the week off right.
I see. But with all of this, when the smoke cleared, still remaining, the tag teams are still in the Judgment Day. Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez remain your women's tag team champions. With this victory, how do y'all feel about this tag team and what's going on with the Judgment Day? Like, is my client, transitioning in well, holding her own in the Judgment Day now, or do you still think that she has some work that she has to do?
You could go first, Deonne. I'm not answering that.
I mean, she's that's a good title defense, man. Like, but Raquel, I will say, she had a spotlight on her in this one for me. Like, she was, I think Kevin Nash said some things a week or so back that she worked small, and she actually like took his criticism to heart. She didn't go back at him or do anything. So I felt like she should work big. I think is what he said. She felt big in this match. Like she felt like a presence, which is what she's always felt like in NXT before she got up here for some reason. But no, I like this grouping. I know we just sort of booked Charlotte and Liv for SummerSlam, but I don't think they lose these belts until Liv gets back.
I think they'll lose.
Yeah. Well, okay. So they'll hold them till then, but she's fitting in, man. She even gave Raquel props. Like, she did most of the work, but that's a good teammate, man. That's a good teammate to be like, hey, like, I did my part, but like, hey, it was her. She got the triple double tonight. You know, that's how we won.
All a part of the plan. Honey, your thoughts on Raquel's performance last night? Did it give you a sense of that old Raquel from NXT? Like, did you feel any of that resurging in this match, and then kind of like, shaking off that defeat from Rhea at Night of Champions and still showing, like, even though she's in the tag division, when she's done that, she should be considered a big, valuable player when it comes to the title pictures?
Absolutely. I definitely saw lots of shades of Big Mommy Cool in NXT, just a little bit more amped up, 2.0, upgraded, whatever you want to call it. I feel like she's truly coming to her own, especially now that, being a part of Judgment Day, when it initially started, it was just like, okay, she's here. She's the big girl on the block, and I get it. But now, with what she pulled off this weekend, she's really solidified herself as that, even without Liv. Liv being the highlight, and she's now establishing herself in more of like a leadership kind of role, where she's kind of taken Roxy under her wing, and it's like her little protege. And I'm kind of here for it. I like their energy. They're definitely both amazing athletes. They work very well together. It just suits them. It just suits them to be able to combine their styles. Yeah, I mean, shout outs. They did the damn thing. and they got through all the other teams to do it. And those other teams were not easy to beat. You have a veteran in Charlotte and Alexa, multiple time women's champions. You also had Zaruka, as the folks are saying, but I'm not sure how long that's going to last anymore.
Yeah.
And then of course the Kabuki Wars, but it was a solid women's tag team match for sure. And they deserved the win. They did.
Yes, they did, man. Shout out to my client remaining the champion like she is. Raquel Rodriguez putting on such a tremendous display. And the other tag teams, man. I think they just showed that there's still a surgence in the title division. Me, I don't think so. I think it may be time to get ready to retire them bad boys. But
again?
Yeah, man. Because you know what it is? Because you know what it is? Because we got mid-cards, and although this was great, every single person in that ring, I want to see be a champion. Like, I would love to see Kyrie go for the IC title. I would love to see Asuka as world heavyweight champion. I would love to see Alexa Bliss be women's champion. I would love to see Charlotte Flair get the U.S. title just because she's never had it. Same thing for Zarya and Sol Ruka. Like, I want to see Sol Ruka defend her NXT North American Championship. I want to see Zarya in the NXT women's title picture. Like, all of these women that you have on the roster, it's like, yo, they're so incredibly great. It's cool to put them as tag teams when it's needed, but all of them have proven that they stand 10 toes on their own.
As they have before they were in tag teams. Like,
just everybody right now, because the ones that were in tag teams that we looked at legitimate, they're not here no more. Yeah, we don't. If you think about it, besides these two and the Kabuki Warriors, that's really it. Give me another women's tag team on Raw.
They all got released.
The other one is Maxine and Natalya. You go to SmackDown, it's B-Fab and Michin. And Alexa and Charlotte. That's it. And then you guys Zaruka.
Yeah, you kind of
That's it. Like, ain't nothing really over there. It's about that time, man. Let these, like, you got your mid cards, man. Build up your mid card division and your world title division, and you still got solid matches, solid division set with a whole bunch of women on the roster that's gonna make them titles worth something. That's just my
man.
Yeah, it's just my.
We can't get rid of them again, man. You just can't say retire them again.
Man, what, they didn't add about a good what 6-7 year run?
42. About 6 years, 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. That ain't bad. Almost here for a decade. That's not bad. We've had titles that have been here less.
It's true, but
just
I
saying.
don't want them to go away. I don't know. There's still opportunities there, I think, is the reason I don't want them to go away. Because you can still take those tag teams and then break them up, and they're great single stars after.
I get it. That's what I said. Unless you're doing it like that, where we're like, okay, for the meantime, cool. But it's like that's all it's really gonna be. Like, I don't
transition to singles.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like, hey, we don't really have you in the top 8 of people going for the U.S. title, but hey, why don't we take you and this other person that we're gonna take a little bit of time on and put you as a tag team, and then you can go for the tag team belts. So that's what it's kind of looking like it's shaping up to be again. So
I got you.
Yeah, again, but that's just my opinion. But again, I don't want it to happen like that. But it's like if it happens, I wouldn't be like, oh no, not the tag titles.
Right.
Hashtag save the tag titles. No, I'm not doing that. But I'm not also upset that they're here, and I would like to see it cook into something new. So, but moving on to my next client, Sean Garner. So I know you had a question about this. So we had it was Tiffy time versus the legend, Trish Stratus. Which, if I'm being honest, this match was way more intense than I thought it was going to be. Gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be honest. Did not expect them to go this hard in this women's match.
Especially Trish to be going this hard.
Yes. And this was what it needed to be too. Like, this wasn't a very long match, but it was just one of those, like, I think something that y'all talked about a little bit earlier, as opposed to depending on so many legends for this. It was like, hey, even the things where we got the legends in them, we're not finna make that outshine everything else. So, hey, give us about 5-8 minutes. Let me wrestle for a title in front of my son. Let's do this right. We get that knocked off for Tiffy for her title defense going up against another legend.
Mm-hmm.
And we good. They checked off all the boxes and exceeded even more. And of course, my client still holding the belt high. But I want to get y'all thoughts on this match. Deonne, let's start with you. Thoughts between Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton. How did you feel about Trish's performance?
And she didn't lose a step. Like, she still has it. And again, the first time I've ever seen like Trish Stratus, which is in person, and it didn't disappoint, man. Like, she was in ring was great. Her chemistry with Tiffany was weirdly like great. Like, I know they tag teamed a few months ago, but just their one-on-one was really good. Not gonna lie to you, man. Halfway through that match, I was like, I could get down with a Trish run for the rest of the year, man. One.
Give me a Trish retirement tour happily.
Listen, I sat here. I was like, listen, Tiffy. If she go over, like, listen, none of us gonna be mad if Trish, if we get like to SummerSlam, like, give us a SummerSlam.
Right.
We'll take 3 weeks. I will take 3 weeks of some Stratusfaction as the champion. Was not mine either.
Yeah, but I thought this match was great, man. Like you said, it did everything it needed to do. But boy, halfway through, I was like, yeah, man, I'll be down for that. Be down for that Trish run for the next 5 months to finish out the year. But I mean, this card was flawless, man. Let's be honest, and so was this match.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I know we haven't talked. I know Honey brought it up, but just the people in the crowd too, the legends they brought back. To see Jazz front row felt so right, along with Jacqueline, along with Ivory,
Molly.
It just felt so good. So I'm hoping they I don't know, come back for something. They let Jazz get her Hall of Fame ring. Like, that's where I'm at on that. But go back to this match. Yeah, dug it all the way.
Yeah, I enjoyed those spots better than the backstage segments. I've kind of gotten used to that now, and whatnot. So I used to like when they'd had them come do something, but I'm like, I like them just being like in there, kind of, like they the legends. It's like,
it's like alumni coming back.
Yeah, right? I was like, I like this instead of us trying to figure out some funny thing to make them do. It's like, oh, cool. We ain't talking about Vicky. Actually,
that went well.
That was great. That was great to hear. I was like, oh my God. It's 2005, 2007 all over again.
Excuse me. At first, I thought she was coming to the ring.
Me too.
I looked like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought she was gonna come to the ring and somebody was going to come out and say something.
Me too.
I was like, okay, I'll take that, man. Vicky Guerrero there. Alundra Blaze, aka Medusa, was also in attendance as well. Like we said, Melina, glad to know that one, she's safe, because of that scare we had after the Chicago, the California fire. So glad to see that she's safe, thriving, and was here at Evolution. Just really cool to see everybody. Same thing with Jacqueline. Jacqueline ain't aged a bit.
Man.
It was good to see all of them, man.
Oh, Tori Wilson too. Tori Wilson.
Yeah, Tori Wilson was there. Yep.
What
was that other one? Kalila Kai, I believe.
Leilani Kai.
Leilani Kai. She was also in attendance. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't skip them.
What's dope
I
was
wonder where Lita was.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure,
Not
but
sure.
I think it was again. I listen to Kevin Nash podcast every now and then, but he talks about like when they get invited back to uh WWE for these PLEs, it's like alumni coming back to the athletic department or whatever, like they're treated like legends. They have this whole legends like um dinner for them or whatever sort of thing. Like they get to talk and be together. Then they do the whole like bring them down and let them like get their flowers from the crowd. So
Yeah.
I think WWE running it like that has really helped a lot of relationships with those legends too.
Mhm.
So because we saw Jazz was there, man. Jazz popped up on that screen, man. Atlanta was here for Jazz, man. Like
Yeah,
she
man.
still looked like she could give out some mean body
Like
slams or something, man.
Oh, hell yes. Hell yes.
I'll take off this supervisor uniform and go to work. Don't play with me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I may be working the boardroom floor nowadays, but don't think I can't get in that square.
Real quick.
Real
No,
quick.
no problem.
Man, but let's move on to one of the again, just from match to match, just 5-star. Like there wasn't no missed match in this PLE, and of course, no holds barred. Man,
This
Naomi
match
versus Jade Cargill. First of all, let's just talk about Bianca Belair and the fit she came out with. The referee jacket, bedazzled, the Jordans. Like, I just don't understand. How can you hate Bianca Belair? Like, I do not understand how you could hate Bianca Belair.
Never understood it. Never understood
I do not understand it whatsoever. Like,
we love to hear, man.
Yeah, I'm just like, I do not get how you cannot like this woman.
Boza.
Okay.
Boza. If there's anything that the EST does, is definitely not stay relevant. She is. Did my lights just cut off? What the hell?
I think they did. I think it was just to get her on the card because it was a no holds barred sort of match, right?
You can't have Evolution without her.
All she's there to do is count and make sure no one kills themselves. So
I mean, but that
and
was,
she looked good doing it.
That was pretty important, though, right?
I mean, but you making that, if you saying it like that, is any ref needed when they come to that?
No. I'm just saying, like, if it was like a regular match with no, like a regular one-on-one, I think you could have had more story within it. Sean, Brett, and Taker, right? Like that always comes to mind. But with this, she had to watch her two friends go through hell, essentially, or a person who she thought was her friend with Naomi, and stand there and watch it all, and then count for the winner. So I get it from there, but I don't know. It just felt like, I don't know. I was happy to see her. I was happy to see her on the card.
Well, y'all some haters. Y'all are
It's not
why?
okay. No. Please let me make it clear. It's not hating. It's just that we usually see guest referees in spots where they need to be more authority figures because there are rules.
This was the most time of being an authority figure. Like, yo, do you want to quit? Do you want to give up? Like, yo, like, you sure you okay? You sure you good?
Did that come across on?
Yeah, that was a couple times when she did that, especially like how she was approaching them, because she was approaching them like she like with care and stuff like that. Like when Naomi was like outside of the ring and kind of to like where those silver steps are next to the announcement table, like she came over to like, and it looked like she was hugging her, like, yo, are you okay? She did the same thing with Jake.
I don't think I noticed Bianca a lot last night, if that's the case. I think
that's the thing, you weren't supposed to. So that was supposed to. It wasn't about the three of them. It was about them two, and the only one that can keep this from going off the rails is her.
I mean, I love the match. I might go back and rewatch it just so I can see those ins and outs of Bianca.
Now that Will puts it that way, it does pull the story between the big three full circle from the first time when they were in Elimination Chamber and Jade returned and attacked Naomi. I was about to say Beyonce, y'all. Bianca held no control during that moment. she was locked inside the pod when that was happening. She couldn't do anything about it. So this was more so about just having Bianca in there just to make sure that she has everything under control this time, because she's able to call that shot, unlike the way she was initially the first time.
I see in the back of this picture. I never noticed her throughout. And again, that's a point of reference.
Emotionally, she didn't want to see it, but she knew she had to do business.
Yeah,
she did great.
But I'm gonna go back and watch that one.
Yeah,
somebody give that girl an Oscar.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
Act.
Yeah, and it wasn't about her. Like everything that it was supposed to do, it did. The focus was Naomi and Jade, and that's where it stayed at. Every spot that they did, everything that they put on, like, yo, all of this was her. Like, again, looking at this image, you see Bianca's face, like, yo.
See, I couldn't.
That was the thing. They got you so wrapped. That's why this was such an incredible match, because they had you so wrapped up in it that you was like, damn, I forgot Bianca was the referee of this.
And not until she like raised her hand and you saw on the screen how Bianca's face looked right here. Like that's the only time I was like, she was here. Like I didn't. I'm gonna go back and watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch this one.
It's a different perspective when you're watching it, from there as opposed to live.
Especially if you're watching it like on television. But this told a lot too with the way that this went down, because now do we get heel Bianca that goes after Jade to feel it's like, yo, like I kind of felt the same way about the way Naomi was, and I don't like the way you handle none of this.
Yo, imagine that, like for all of that just for Beyonce. Damn it, why do I keep doing that?
This ain't Texas.
Bianca, that's a little plot twist. But then that would mean Bianca was working it the whole time. No,
it ain't. It's just a fact of like, yo, like
she just caught on.
Yeah, but then also too, like what happens, like, like what been happening, the same thing, kind of like how Lyra feels like, yo, like I didn't know that she did any of that. And you've been acting different with me. Like I did you something greasy too. So it's like, and now you just stop being friends with me because of what she did. So if that's the case, and you win this title, like best believe, like it ain't finna be no love lost. Like, yo, I want to be champ. I ain't been champ. I lost my opportunity at WrestleMania because Karen Ripley decided she wanted to interfere into my shit. Like, girl, I'll show you some shit. I'll show you. Remember who the EST is. That's what this picture shows. But that's how you know this was cinema.
Not enough.
Yeah, got me wanting.
I wouldn't put it past Bianca to put the pause on both of them and just knock both their heads together.
Well, see, now I'm thinking about stuff, man. Y'all bring a lot to my attention, because even at this shot, the way Jay looked at Bianca after, it wasn't like a happy thing. It wasn't just like this your girl, or like your girl did this, or this is your like. I'm gonna go back and watch that one.
There you go, watch it, bro. Like there's so much, there's so many layers to that, and how we were looking at this so differently and wrong. Like, believe me when I tell you, like, we thought the story was between Naomi and Jade. Nah, it has always been about Bianca and Jade, and how Naomi was able to spin off to become who she needed to be. There's some long storytelling here at play, and when you watch it again, you're gonna be like, yo, this is something here. But this was an incredible match, man. Naomi, of course, you always putting on. Jade as well. Again, like, we know Jade needs some work in the ring, but I always keep seeing some steady improvement. Even in this match, that's even if it is no holds barred, and it has to do with a lot of different weapons and stuff. Like she took majority of the spots.
And
I thought the TV, the table,
So I thought that was pretty cool to be able to see. So shout out to all three women. Like I know Jade picked up the victory, but shout out to all of them because we know they won at the end of the night, and Atlanta stood up for them. Now we get into the Evolution Battle Royal. 20 women with one goal on the line. The winner of the Battle Royal will receive a women's title match at the Clash at Paris. And man, let me tell you something. In the words Deonne said, man, this Battle Royal did not fail. This Battle Royal felt like the Royal Rumble. If I'm being honest.
It really did. It really did.
Deonne, you were Someone take the controls away from Honey. Somebody go get Honey. Put her on child lock for these books. Put her on child lock. Deonne, you were there, man. The Battle Royal, bro. How was it just being in the arena during that time?
Dude, man, I went and got my shirt during the entrances, but I made it back for Stephanie's entrance, and I think it was just Julia after that. But dude, you go into it thinking it's gonna be like this typical Battle Royal, but this one with the NXT wrestlers that came over, this was great, man. This was fun. Chelsea Green is always gonna kill in these type of matches.
Yes.
MVP goes to Alba Fire for taking that bullet for Chelsea.
Yeah, when she did that dive, and I was like, did she just sacrifice herself? Oh, she got middle rope. Okay,
Right.
Middle rope. But that's like taking a bullet for the president, man. Like that's what that was.
That's basically what she was doing.
Yeah, that was fire. No pun intended, but yeah.
But no, it was so good, man. I think the biggest thing I pulled from it is those final 4 that were in that ring, and then when we got to the final 2, and Lash Legend was a final 4. Granted, it was Atlanta. I don't know if that played any part into it, but she held her own in that match the entire time. Kalani Jordan, pulling a Kofi Kingston. Like this match had everything, man. Everything. Kofi had to be somewhere smiling. Because this was great.
Him and RVD.
Pulled herself up and everything. Lash Legend had a good showing. Nia Jax is Nia Jax. Nikki Bella had some good spots. Everybody did her dance. We had the little vice spot. Jada Parker, you could hear what she got eliminated. We did not like that. We did not enjoy that. Boos rang out, brother. We did not.
Yeah, man.
We were like,
every time a sister got eliminated, you heard it. You was like, that's what this is the retribution that was needed. Yeah, they didn't want to see none of the sisters go out.
But no, it was so good. It was so well put together too, because like I said, we got to that final 4, got that final 2. Lash Legend, that says a lot that she was the last one in there, the last one of 2.
Yeah. Usually,
like for Royal Rumbles, those last 2 or the last 4 are usually your next ups. I know she's back down in NXT, but Lash Legend, this helped her out so much because this put a rocket on her back. It should put a rocket on her back.
Well, I think we've been seeing that though, like lately. Like you'll have some of those where it's like these are the persons that will spotlight
the next up.
Yeah, not just next up, but to also bring you back over to NXT if you haven't been over there. Because remember, Roxanne was still on NXT and has the longest time in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's smart. I never really thought about that, Will. That's a good idea. That's a good thought. That's a good way to pull eyeballs over to NXT. And you have like every big name in the women's division from NXT over there.
Yep.
Like it was good from start to finish, man. They all got. I didn't think everybody was gonna get their entrance music, even though it was short here and there. But the fact they still got their shine was great, man. And I think the right person won at the end of it, I think. And loved her interview. Loved what she had to say. Yeah, man. Another flawless match for me, man.
Yeah. I think had it not been it being Clash at Paris as the title, if it had just been like the winner will receive a women's title match, Lash could have won that.
You could have given it to her.
I'm not gonna lie. If had it not had the PLE, what you about to say, honey?
I was gonna say easily. She could have easily won that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, but when I saw Clash of Paris and these two were in here, I was like, okay, I know they got the hometown girl in there, so they can get behind it, but we already know, man, it got to be Stephanie McCurry, man.
I'm very glad I picked very glad I picked Stephanie for a dark horse pick. I did pick Lash though. I did want Lash to go all the way.
She made final 2, man.
No, don't let her get away with that. She didn't pick that. She picked. You pick Lash.
I just said I picked Lash, and Stephanie
Yeah,
was my dark horse.
You're not gonna ride. You're not gonna ride our victories. No, you didn't dark horse pick her.
You hedging your bet.
I totally did.
I want to see the footage. I want to see the footage
when we did our predictions.
I want to see it. Boza don't do that.
We did a 3.5 hour show of predictions, and I did say that.
I want to hear you say the dark horse is Stephanie Baker.
I did say that. I will happily send it to you.
I don't remember. Hey, I said my predictions over.
Now I'm a liar.
Yes, we got them. We got them.
They were all right, by the way. I know we'll never look at them, but they were all right.
No, I looked at
them.
I had plans on showing them, but I was like, I don't know what made him think we were gonna stop.
I was helping you. I put the match card.
You could have just wrote a list. That's what I thought you was going.
I was helping you, Will.
Make me a full presentation. Yo, do I still have
33 slides?
Wait, I want to see if I still got it, because
33 slides. Will, I was helping you. I put the match cards together. You could put up the match and be like, who y'all got? And then hit the button. This is who I got.
And then your ass go sit here with your big ass logo on everything. You're talking about me helping. I'm helping you out. Like, how?
Well, I put the match cards together, man.
Walk me through it. Yo, I'm gonna pull this shit up. Hold on.
You could have went every match. I think I may have missed 2 matches, probably.
Oh my god, bro!
You could have went. Here's the match, and then what y'all think? Y'all give y'all opinion. Hit the button. That's my pick. Next match. Here's the match. What do y'all think? Next match.
I want y'all to see this because I gotta find this. Of course, no, because
I'm sorry, I got us off the rails, man. Let's
because now it has to be shown, because now it got to be, and I'm about to just show it from here. Screw that, I'm gonna just show it from here.
I thought I was helping you out, man.
Look at this. Look
at this.
This was Deonne's.
I branded it and everything.
For who? For whose show is this for?
What PowerPoint project was this from?
This is what he wanted us to show in his
last week.
Yeah, in his absence, this is what he wanted displayed.
Will, I'm telling you, you could right here. You start with Randy Orton, right? You start with that match. You could be like, hey, who's winning this match, everybody? Randy Orton. Let's see who Deonne picked. Go down. Deonne picked Randy Orton to win this. Watch this one.
Yo, honey, who the fuck does this dude think he is?
Not sure. Apparently, he thinks he's Beyonce.
Well, I was helping so much. I felt like I was helping, man.
With this big ass logo. He can put Kayfabe in here not once.
The people's nightmare. Like, it says people's nightmare. There's nothing that says Kayfabe.
That's all I'm seeing.
You dropping your own podcast, D? Like,
what the fuck is this?
And why is there duplicates?
So y'all could talk about the match and then pick, and then when y'all done picking, we'll press the next slide, and there's my pick. They'd be like, hey, let's see who Deonne picked.
You just be giving yourself so much work.
Because all he had to send was a list of who his picks were. Like I don't already.
Like Deonne's the type to do extra credit, even though he passed the test. Like, what more do you need to do, dog? You passed. Like, there's not what? Because you're mad because you didn't get those 4 points, so you want to go from a 96 to 100, a full 100.
If they're there, I want.
That's what it's given right now.
Oh my god! I'm like, what is? He was like, I'm just trying to help you out. I'm just trying to help you. The slides are already done. How are you helping? I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, did he think we wouldn't get somebody and we was just gonna fill his slot with his shit? I'm like, is that what he thought? Like we was just
I
going
at least wanted to get him in. That's it.
to do? What's in the list? Because I would have remembered that. I could have said, oh yeah, by the way, Deonne said that he going with this. The fact he got the nerve to tell us.
You needed the bitch.
Hey,
Stage D. Look at Stage D. All the single matches. Now put your hands up. I cannot with this line. I can't. All the single matches.
Oh God.
Shout out to Stephanie McCurry winning the Battle Royal at Evolution. And get you friends like Deonne who think so highly of themselves that he make a slideshow, throw his big ass logo on here, and swear he'll and swears up and down that he's assisting us. What, man? Look, let us move on to this last match so Honey can go get some damn sleep, man.
Wait a minute, hold on. We can't go yet.
Oh God.
Huh?
We can't go yet.
Oh, she found the receipt.
Hold on. Don't talk. Everybody just listen.
Stephanie McCare scared the shit out of me, man. Right, because you got women like Stephanie. Okay.
This is from last week's episode with Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Lash Legend. She's my bias pick though, because I really freaking want this girl to get the rocket. However, you got women in there like Asuka, and you got women like Stephanie McCare.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Asuka's gonna be defending her.
Yeah, she's gonna be in the tag match.
No, that's right. Asuka's in the tag match with Kairi Sane. That's right, because they brought back the Kabuki Warriors. But well, in this case, women like Stephanie McCare scare the shit out of me, man. I would have to, if not Lash Legend, I'm gonna have to go a dark horse pick. It's gotta be La Primera. Like she's just on fire. Just keep giving her that rocket and let her.
Now we could go. Thanks, guys.
So you didn't pick Lash, you picked Stephanie.
I did pick Lash.
No, you just said
I said Lash was my bias pick and Stephanie was my dark horse pick.
That's not how you just phrased it.
Yeah.
The way you phrased it was, if
You
not
were picking
Lash,
the dark horses.
I'm going with the dark horse, Stephanie McCurry.
And before that, I said she's my bias pick because I want the rocket on her. So she
yes,
was my
but your
initial
last statement in what your pick is Stephanie.
dark horse. You guys said I didn't pick
She's
a dark
horse of it.
But
You just stated you picking her.
Picking her as a dark horse.
So you switched your shit, is what you saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because on your socials, when you picked your predictions, you had Lash up there.
Yes, because that's what I said. That's what I just said. Did y'all not hear the same thing I said?
See, yeah, Deonne. This is where I know, like, if I'm a husband, this is the time where I shut the fuck up and just be like, okay, because we're gonna be here all night. We will be here all night.
Sure will.
It's like you said. I wanna say Lash, but I gotta go with Stephanie. That's what it's.
I'm like, is that not? I swear, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing when that's said. But I say, hey, maybe that's just me. But
no, that's you and me.
Yeah, now that I know I'm not crazy, we can keep it pushing. We can keep it pushing, man. Let's go ahead and get into the main event. I'm not gonna lie, I was not excited about this match.
Nobody was, apparently.
No, I wasn't. I was not.
Everybody thought Rhea was gonna win.
It's not. If two people sitting here and thought the same thing, it's clearly not. But okay. Yeah, this is a match. I just again, I did not even choose a winner. I just was. I get why they did it. I get what it was for. And now I just wonder, like, with the results of it, what does this do? Like, thoughts on the match? I guess we could start there.
Okay, let's start there. It's a good one. They tore the house down, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me start with Honey first. Honey looks like she's so ready to talk about this match. Outside of the ending, thoughts on this match. And if you have no comment, you can say no comment.
I thought the match was phenomenal. I thought it was something that that is pretty much going to be talked about with Rhea and Io going forward. I'm happy with the way the match ended up turning out, especially with the result that we got, because now we see what the bigger picture was. I actually can't believe that they actually pulled the trigger on making that decision, but I'm happy they did. It also keeps Io safe. It also kept, Rhea from getting beat again, even though we kind of knew that's what initially would have happened, but we got a successful cash in as well. I did like the whole entirety of the way the match ran. I'm honestly not mad about anything that happened this whole entire night. Because it was such a great finish and it was such a big moment and it came so unexpectedly. There was a couple of things where I was just like a little like, okay, Alicia Taylor, a little faster, a little more urgency for that Money in the Bank cash in. There was also there was something else.
Didn't the bell ring twice?
It did ring twice, and I thought there was like some that was kind of like misconstrued there, but nonetheless they got through it. Yeah. But yeah, I think this was the best Rhea and Io match that we've gotten to date, for sure. You've definitely seen how much they've grown since their first match, dating back to NXT, and they did a great job.
Hear me out. Just hear me out. I don't think that was supposed to happen.
What was?
I think that cash in was a last minute decision. I thoroughly believe that cash in was a last minute decision. They knew that they needed something to make that pop because everything was there to show Rhea winning this match and getting that title. And then they knew that was not the way for you to end Evolution. That was not it.
The roof would have blown off if she won, though. Like she got the biggest pop of the night. Like I think it would have worked there.
No, not till Naomi came out. Man, I like go watch that when her music hit. When that music hit, boy, y'all was on it. Y'all were on
the
it.
Count to three.
I forgot,
the count
right.
to three was loud as hell.
Yeah,
y'all. But up until that point, she was the loudest pop of the night. So if she would have won, I don't think it would have gone over well there. Not sure about where it was.
But they knew the backlash of this. That's why. Like because everything else pointed to what we knew was about to happen. And for you to now pivot to this, like I'm like, yo, this really felt like this was like last minute. Not in a bad way. It's like, yo, hey, curveball and how we end this with a memorable thing. Let Naomi cash in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we got to that match, I looked over my buddy and was like something has to happen in this one. Either a title change or I was like, I don't know if we do a cash in because there was no title changes in this whole night. So I was like, something's gotta give. Mm-hmm. And you thought like with that first ref bump, because she took that drop kick like a champ, man, straight to the chest. I was like, okay, maybe now. But then when it never happened, you're like, I don't know if it's gonna happen tonight. But they had to do something because everything else was so by the book.
Mm-hmm.
You had to end the night like that.
Yeah, when they went over the barricade, that's when I knew something was about to happen because I was like, y'all stalling. y'all stalling right
It
now.
felt like something was supposed to be happening or something was about to happen. And I was just like, why do I feel like there's something that we're gearing towards something, but I just don't know what the hell it is yet.
Okay.
And then lo and behold, boom, you see caution tape and you hear her music and it's like, oh.
Yeah,
And then she started running to the ring and then she handed in the briefcase. Then they made the announcement and I was like, oh my God, we're about to have a successful cash in. Because once I knew she cashed in, I'm like, there's no way you're going to make the same mistake twice with Naomi. You're going to put this title on her right now.
Sure.
That's what's going to happen.
And that's why that second bell came, because she didn't hear the first one and she didn't want to whack her with the case and it technically be a disqualification. That's why she said ring the bell so she can hear it and then hit her with it. That's why I'm like, yo, that was last minute. That was a curveball. They was like, yo, we can't end it with Rhea with it. And they knew that. They was
nobody wanted to see that. It
wasn't gonna give you the pop. It's too predictable. With how they just had 6 bangers, like no notes, 6 bangers, like yo, and then y'all just had this fire ass match. It's like, yo, like we already know what the determining factor is because you did it with Liv and Rhea getting her title back. It's like, yo, if you do this with Io, it's like, bruh, everything we didn't work with Io. Because Cindil said it best. Like, Io showed y'all, like, that woman is probably top 5 women wrestlers in the world.
Period.
Period. Like, that woman put on a show from in-ring capability, personality, selling to the crowd, everything. Like, she showed you why. And that's what started getting me a little bit more worried of like, bro, please, if you like, if she loses the title, it just don't do it. Don't let it be real.
I think, I don't know. You have a point, Will. It could have been like a audible, a good audible to end the night. But after looking at the card, you're like, man, then nothing happened. Like, great matches, but nothing happened. I will say this: my seat was, you know, where Stephanie and Joe were, like the Okerlund position.
Yeah,
my seat was like 6 rows in front of that, so we were like on the stage pretty much.
Yes, it
I
is.
want to say like the social media team or somebody gave it away. I don't know how fast you call in an audible to say that this is happening.
It's pretty fast.
But if everybody's got headsets and they hear that, they know where to get in position because it's what we're doing.
Nah, especially with
since you say that, it felt like a scramble. What I was seeing on the sides of leading up to the entranceway, it felt like a scramble. Was it? Yeah, because nothing was telling you, bro.
They were just bracing. They were just bracing for themselves, I guess. And
because a group of people just came straight down the line, like not running but walking fast. Like, we got to get to this point so we can capture this.
And not for nothing, Naomi, like Naomi, she's earned her flowers, and we've been advocating and telling, we've been saying for a while now, y'all need to give this girl her solo run. Ever since she changed up and proceeded with caution, she's completely been on fire, and she's at this rate unstoppable. So you got to catch her and strike while the iron is hot, and she is boiling. So let her cook. And I'm here for it, because she's not afraid of nobody. It's we're gonna get into Raw, I guess. Are we still doing Raw or no?
Yeah, we'll mention Raw.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, all these women were showing up on Raw like she's supposed to be intimidated or scared or something. I'm just like, y'all know who y'all messing with right now.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that, because out of all that, out of all that happened that night, nothing would have been bigger than a cash in. Because if Rhea would have won, that would have popped that night. But I don't know where we would have been after that.
And it was more fun.
If Bayley won that title,
it was more fun. It was more fun than making it look like a heist where Seth came out and literally just pinned one person. Like, she took the time to make sure she was in this as a triple threat. Like, I know Seth technically threw out Brock Lesnar and attacked Roman or whatever it was.
It was just like the heist.
Same way.
But it just felt a little different. It just felt a little more it just felt a little different with Naomi, I guess. It was just more so the fact that these were women, like the whole point in time they were pushing this Io and Rhea thing in our face and we didn't see it. Meanwhile, Naomi's been there the whole time. You know what I mean? Like it was similar to how like it was with Seth. Like they were talking about Roman and Brock, and then all of a sudden, boom, and it made so much sense for them to pull
it. Was a perfect ending. It was a perfect ending.
It was great
that night.
And it's
I was
different.
happy.
And it's different because it's different brands. Because with Seth, you didn't know when Seth or who Seth would cash in on. With Naomi, we had an idea of who she's going to cash in on. And then for it to be like, oh, she not doing that. She coming out for this one. Oh, shit. And it changed everything. And I think, again, like this belt was going to be turned over no matter what. And that's just what I believe. I think they would have. I think they were gonna like this was gonna be Io's last night as champion. Not for a long time, but just for a little bit. And just seeing it, and then when like as soon as they went over the barricade, that's when I knew I was like, nah, they doing something different. They doing something different. Because even if you think about it, even in like tag match, like in championship matches, they'll let them go for a little bit. Like outside the ring, they won't do a count. They'll be like, nah, we want to make sure like, yo, somebody gets pinned, especially for ones with stipulations like this. Like the world championship is on the line and Io has never lost to Rhea. Yo, ref is going to let you have a little leniency. But when she was down that long and they went over the barricade and she jumped off the speaker, I'm like, nah, y'all setting up for something. Something just changed in planning. And I'm wondering what's about to happen. And as soon as her music hit, I was like, yep, they flipped the script. They changed some stuff.
Even though that's some, but then something, I can just keep saying something had to happen. Like there had to be something to happen.
And that's the thing. I'm not complaining about it. Like, and I want to make that very clear. Like, I'm not complaining about it. I think that was a great decision on their part to do.
The perfect decision.
Yeah, like I don't mind Io losing to Naomi. Like it was just again, like I don't need the consistency of Rhea consistently winning to get this title back. Now you send her over to SmackDown, it's like, hey, if mommy get that women's championship, mommy just get that women's championship. But yeah, for some reason I just that one just hit better for me. But this was one of those matches, man. This reminded me of Becky and Charlotte at the last Evolution. Like I loved every minute. Good. But this was it. I love that she came out with the black rep too. I love that she told her, hey, I want you to count it.
Shout out to Rev May.
Count me in, sis. And then new women's champion. That's a great picture.
Her post interview was hilarious.
Yes, she would. I love how she.
Y'all better get up for me.
I love how she break character and then get back into it. I was like, I love it, Naomi.
I think that's one of the most beautiful things, and I think that's a talent that only very little possess when they're on the roster. Like to be able to just flip back and forth and do it flawlessly.
Yeah, and just knowing that you in your bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think we're seeing with her. Like she knows that that's where she's at, and I love it. But we also know that she's now part of Monday Night Raw, and then what we found out is some big implications is that it will be a triple threat match at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky will be going up against Naomi for the Women's World Championship. Now, quick question: did they get this right? Or should something else have happened, like Naomi was throwing out, to have both of them head to the back of the line? Is this the right match, or did you see something else maybe transpire for Naomi to defend her championship at SummerSlam? And if so, what?
I think this, for her being on Raw now,
you know,
I want to say this was the better move because I can't think of anything off the cuff right now.
Same.
I
just don't want this happening. Io better not eat that pin at SummerSlam.
I kind of wasn't like, it seemed like it was going to be too typical if they did book this, but since they went that route, I wasn't expecting this right away, but I understand why, because it's like, all right, so now we're going to have the official tissue match where she's there from start to finish, and she's also the defending champion this time. Get it? So she's going to get the win on both of them still. But I feel like, with everything that we've been seeing with Naomi trying to come out and cash in the last few weeks ever since she's had the briefcase, I always Nia was always somewhere in the vicinity. I would have thought that maybe we'd be going into Naomi and then Nia coming in like, so what's up? Cause since you got the title now, what's up with giving a shot? And SummerSlam, we got the Samoan girls running it again. I don't know. That's what I would have thought if it wasn't this.
But she's not on Raw.
Oh, she's not.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I think we've done our fill of.
But wasn't Nia
so
showing up? But wasn't Nia also showing up when Naomi was like? Well, Naomi was showing up to different shows with the briefcase when Nia would be there.
Yeah,
but that's what I have. Well, with that, that's what I would have assumed.
I love that Honey don't give a fuck about the rules. I want Nia. She ain't on Raw. I don't give a fuck. You ask me what I want for SummerSlam.
I mean, isn't that what it is?
It's like I put what I want. Nia versus Naomi. Like, all right. I guess Nick Aldis and them can make that work.
If not this, I would have assumed, bring Nia to Raw or whatever. Bring Naomi to, I don't care, whatever.
She's like, I just want to go to sleep. All right. Mm-hmm. All I want to do is get to the OTC so I can talk my shit and get off field. Okay.
Nah, I've already talked enough shit. I don't need to
talk. But yeah, I think this was the right move for this. Actually, no. Fuck that. Io and Naomi. Damn it. Io and fucking Naomi. Naomi pinned her, them two. That's it.
Will, we've had the discussion before, man. We trying to sell tickets.
Man, give me Rhea and a legend, man. Give me Rhea versus Beth Phoenix, man, at SummerSlam. No,
you know what? Not for nothing. We never got that. We never got that.
Give me that, or give me her versus Victoria at SummerSlam.
We never got Rhea and Beth Phoenix. The last time they faced off was Extreme Rules Philly, where she came out and helped Edge because it was Finn and Edge in Judgment Day when they had just kicked him out. And Beth Phoenix came out to help him while Mommy was in the ring, and they faced off that one time. I remember because I was right there in the front row, and I was so mad that never happened because after that Edge left.
Yep. That's why, again, Taekwon, yeah. That's why I threw out the Nick Aldis thing. I'm like, I'm sure if Nick and Adam talk, it could happen. So I was like, it could happen. That was her pick.
They're just trying to make me sound like I don't make sense.
No, I was sweet. Listen, y'all want to throw. Actually, it's 180, and like technically. So hey,
I didn't do all that. That wasn't me. So
you didn't put that comment up though.
I didn't say the comment. I was just putting up comments for the chat.
I saw that dash of the comments you was coming. I ain't gonna never forget. I watched her do this. That's what was so funny about it. No one else was looking at this.
Anytime there's a new comment, I just post it. I don't know.
But I watched your reaction, and I'm looking like she's gonna post it.
It was funny.
I saw you smiling. I'm like, she's gonna post this shit. Watch. And I seen the move.
You know what? I feel like Andre 3000 and Be Cool. Don't give me no gun then. You know what I'm gonna do.
Just watching you do it though. That's what's so fucking funny about it. The whole motion of it was hilarious. We also found out that we had a 2 out of 3.
Sage D, stop, man. He said, honey said, I'm rich. I could buy your sense.
Yep. We had a 2 out of 3 falls match on Monday Night Raw. Between Lyra and Becky, which was a classic match to determine the number 1 contender for Becky Lynch's IC title, and Lyra showed the fuck out.
Lyra, what? I guess I don't know. I guess we were talking too much shit. When we talk too much shit about certain people, they probably listen to us.
Hey, listen, man, Bird Lady was not playing with y'all. That came in and represented.
She sure did.
These last few
Killed it.
weeks, man, she's been catching fire, man. We've been seeing it because I got on board last month after. Well, what was last month her match with Becky, her first one? Was it 2 months ago?
Previous month, 2 months ago.
Can you keep up?
I was like, okay, this is what we got, and I'm cool with it. And the fact that she beat Bayley twice tonight for 2 out of 3 falls, I thought it would have been more Bayley versus Becky at SummerSlam than Lyra getting her shot. But it makes more sense for this to be the match instead of adding Bayley in anyway.
Yes, I agree 100%.
There's more history there now.
There is, and I feel like there's something else that Bayley can go do. That's also what makes me line up with this too, though. I feel like they're going to introduce something at SummerSlam that they're now going to start typically having because it's 2 nights. You know, like kind of how they did the Andre Battle Royal and the Mae Young Battle Royal and stuff like that. I feel like they're going to do something like that with SummerSlam where you get to have a few of these other folks that may not have a particular story or rivalry going on, but need to be on the card, and then that's what they put in there.
Yeah, and you got to fill 2 nights, man. So,
yeah. So that's what I'm like, because I thought about it like, okay, so what's next for Bayley? But I'm like, I know Bayley will land on her feet going into SummerSlam.
Well, they're talking up this losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Cole said it a few times tonight, I felt like.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is going to be an angle that they go down and Bayley's trying to find herself again. I don't know. It could be some good stuff there, though.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think so too. So, but we also know that's going on, and then even jumping on the other side of SmackDown, we already know that Tiffy and Jay Cargill will meet at SummerSlam as well as we announced that we will have Randy Orton taking on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul with the assist from Jelly Roll as well. And then we also found out too, in a gauntlet match, we have a new number 1 contender. Seems like Gunther just wants to stick on the retirement tour and knocking out senior citizens because we got CM Punk and Gunther for the World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam. Now, I just want to know, in y'all opinion, after seeing tonight's gauntlet match, was the right winner selected?
It's times like these you gotta like take off your promoter's hat sometimes and be like, who's gonna put butts in seats? I don't know, man. CM Punk on a SummerSlam poster works, but I don't think it should have been him. I like CM Punk, but man, I was pushing for LA Knight. That was my pick. I thought that would have been a good look, a good new look for SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
I think LA Knight has enough name and recognition to carry a main event night. Because who knows where they put this match to, man? Yeah. Well, where they would have put it if it wasn't CM Punk. It could have been a Jay Gunther situation at WrestleMania, you know? Oh, man. LA Knight is always the bridesmaid, man. Maybe one of these days.
Hey, I even saw with Braun Breaker the
performance. Who would you have rathered besides CM Punk?
It would have been LA Knight for me.
And okay,
because you got 2 talkers who could talk your way to SummerSlam going up for the next 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that would have helped. And I mean, you got 2 talkers here now, but LA Knight would have been a breath of fresh air. Given his last SummerSlam was Logan Paul.
I have a feeling this is going to lead to something as well. This has a bigger story than what we're seeing. CM Punk feeling off is supposed to feel that way, I think.
I mean, it don't feel off to me.
It's not an off thing. It's just like, who would you prefer?
It's just not the guy you would pick first. Like that, like that feeling where it's like you're not the initial first choice. So it feels like that for a reason, I think. I'm not really sure what that reason is. But this is SummerSlam.
Yeah. So I mean, your thoughts, honey. With the gauntlet match you saw, was the right person chosen?
I mean, it would depend on what the payoff is, and I know that's not the right way to go about it because we have to eventually lead up to it. But I guess it's not. It's not what I expected. It's not what I initially expected to see, like offhand. I was hoping maybe like even an open challenge, if you will. Just having Gunther offer someone the chance, being that he's so pompous and he's so dominant, and he's a big bully. So I feel like something like that would have also worked. And then maybe ushering somebody in who's never, either who you haven't seen in a while, or you know what I mean, or somebody returning, or somebody coming over from somewhere else. I don't know. Yeah, they haven't really been bumping much. I don't know why my mic cut off. Sorry, but they haven't really been doing much with like surprises, which I guess they really felt like they haven't do. But I wonder where this will lead to. But I don't think this was the right choice.
Yeah, it's like, how long has CM Punk been away? Like, what they said it tonight, or last night. Like, how many years it's been since he's held a championship in WWE?
Oh, since 2013, 12.
It's like versus LA Knight winning his first championship at SummerSlam. Like, which one do you choose? The hiatus of CM Punk when coming back and winning it, or a guy who's winning his first one? Again, very similar to the WrestleMania with Jay and Gunther, right? I think that first initial one would have been great for LA Knight to get here. But we'll see, man. I mean, I think it's going to be okay, but obviously we saw a lot of things happen at the end of tonight's Raw that might, I don't know, play into everything else. So play into this match. You never know.
Yeah, I'm still going with Braun Breaker, bro. I think Braun Breaker versus Gunther would have been, because you have everything there to pump it up for the 3 weeks. You got Paul Heyman with you, so that's already going to deliver for a 3-week span. I think the talk between him and Gunther would have been great, because he could have brought back Steiner Math and everything. Like, I think it was here. Now, is CM Punk the better ticket sale? Absolutely. I understand that. That's why I'm like, I'm not tripping about it and whatnot. But it was just like, this is one of those times, if we're already doing like a Cena versus Cody, it's like, let's give us something where we're looking at the future, which is Gunther and Braun Breaker. Like, let us see that. Let us have them really show you, like, hey, when these legends like CM Punk and them are ready to kind of like start dwindling back down to, like, walking away from this, you've already shown that these people can carry a big show. But I get it. I get why they picked him. I just feel like Braun Breaker had ample opportunity right here, especially now with Seth Rollins,
See,
and his unfortunate injury. I'm like, I thought this was it.
Interesting. Will in the future, this could be interesting too, because let's say however long Seth Rollins is out, if he's out a long period of time, you groom up Braun Breaker and he becomes world top champion. Seth comes back, he has his briefcase still, telling Braun to lay down.
Yeah, but you're missing the picture, because I already know what's about to happen.
What you got?
CM Punk is gonna win against Gunther.
You think so?
Oh,
because CM Punk is gonna get challenged by the OTC, and as soon as the OTC wins, Seth is gonna cash the fucking on Roman Reigns.
No,
I think I just said that a while back.
No.
I just said it'd be kind of funny if he came back and cashed it in on him.
But think about what you said, honey. Seth is gonna fail to cash this in, so he's gonna try it. I didn't say he was gonna succeed.
Oh, he got to succeed again, man. A twofer.
Or, well, y'all not gonna like where my head's going. I mean, this isn't where my head's going, but I'm just looking at the poster itself, and I'm just like, what do these two men have in common? Well, not really much, but it's SummerSlam, y'all. I know we've strayed away from certain names and people, but is it a stretch to say the big guy.
The big guy.
The big
Brock
guy that,
Lesnar?
yeah.
Wait,
His
who?
merch is back up on the shop.
Wait, who?
I'm saying to come out and screw up this match.
Who?
The big guy, Brock Lesnar.
That'd be insane.
Because think about it, the
That'd be-
history with Punk, and you're ruining a title shot for him. Also, Gunther ran from Brock Lesnar, and we still never got them the way we
You're
were
saying
supposed to a couple years ago.
His merch is back up on
And
shop
his merch
too.
just came back up, and I've been hearing his name a lot.
I mean, it ain't that I don't want it.
I'm not saying I'm advocating for it, but if I'm looking at this poster, my brain is working. I'm like,
But see, now that you say that, I'm thinking the same thing for Cody and John. Yo, and Brock sides with John.
but yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, but it's just now that you say that, it's just like, which one is the bigger pop for Brock? Because you like what you just
Cena.
said, both implications go for both titles.
Yeah.
Now
I
that
mean,
you said that.
we'll just have to see. I don't know if WWE is willing to do that, or I don't know where. We don't know where they stand.
But then too, though, this is the thing you have to think about. What do we have coming up that he would be in that you push him as the return?
Crown Jewel.
Is there another Saudi? Yeah, I was gonna say, is there another Saudi
That's
show?
November, though, right? Or October?
Crown Jewel's October, because November's War Games, Survivor Series.
You can make it happen. You got it. It's right there.
And it's not like he needs to be there every week. We know he knows how to do a good part-time shift.
That's a long time, though, promo-wise. That's what, August, September, October. Is that the end of October?
It is the 1st of August, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a long time to have us waiting for Brock.
All of August, all of September.
We've waited a long time for Brock before, and it's gonna be October 11th, 2025. So it's like,
well, you can make that work, man.
They could definitely make that work.
They could. Yeah, see, Sage, I'm thinking of Survivor Series, but again, like she just said, Crown Jewel is most likely where he'll get a bigger check.
They love Brock.
Isn't Survivor Series a stadium show though this year? Like they're at a baseball
San Diego.
Park, right?
Mm-hmm. Those baseball fields, isn't it?
You gotta sell that out, man.
Play. So it's big. That's a big stage.
That's a big stage.
Yeah, but
I don't know. That was just me.
It's not far off though. That's what I'm saying. It's not far off. Like, but when you said it, both titles sitting there, like he could do that with anybody. And
yeah. Like I just picture like Gunther and standing there celebrating, waiting for his pyro, and all of a sudden you hear the music.
But see, now that you say that, the only reason why I don't see it with Brock is because you already got way too many people in the pot with Paul Heyman.
Well, yeah, true.
You do now.
Yeah. Unless, what if Brock took over Seth's entire faction? Y'all so immature. That's what break you, honey. That's what did it for you.
I wasn't ready to read that.
That's okay.
I wasn't ready to read it.
That's the shit that broke her. That's how you know she's sleeping.
Because you know why? You know why though? Because I had trigger fingers for a second. I was about to put up the comment. Oh, I was like, oh,
I can see why I was laughing at your ass earlier. That's why.
Because it was like, oh, it's a new person commenting. I never seen this person. Then I saw the name. I was like,
put her stuff on parental guidance. Put her kids on parental guidance right now.
Oh, what's parental guidance for StreamYard? She put the logo up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
She is not allowed to post comments. or pull up videos for 10 minutes.
Logo in the comment in the corner.
Wrestling with Honey.
Name plates.
Yep. So as you see this sign, pop up, honey, it's on top out.
I can't.
But we shall see, man. We shall see. Monday Night Raw showed us a lot getting ready for SummerSlam. A lot of implications, a lot of big things that could potentially happen, especially when it comes to everything that's going down with all of these titles, all of these wrestlers. We just go out to see whether we like it, whether we didn't like some of the results. It still was a great wrestling weekend, moving into a great wrestling week. And we are just going to have to see what's going to happen as we are getting ready for SummerSlam. 3 weeks away, MetLife Stadium, 2 nights in a row. Just as we got Deonne to be in the front row at Evolution, I'm pretty sure Honey will be there at SummerSlam with her umbrella posted up with her cabana right in front. You know, with
praying to the wrestling gods for that.
With her gold coins to be counted while she's watching the matches. But, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another edition of Kayfabe. We will get back on track next week. Again, there was a lot of wrestling, so we had a lot to cover. We are not normally clocking at 3 hours. We are definitely
the second week in a row.
We're going to get this back to an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. But it was a lot of wrestling that went down, a lot to cover.
And Nikki Bella. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I worked 3 hours to avoid bringing that name up, and she just
coming for her? What's that? Is that the?
No, I brought it up for a reason.
I mean, speak your piece, honey.
That finisher was awful. It was fucking terrible. Nikki Bella, you are a Hall of Famer. You are a Divas legend. Come, like, if you're like they said, she's been training and this and that, and I said where, because that finisher was awful. Just wanted to get that.
She nailed it last night, didn't she? I think she did it last night, and
nailed is
it looked good.
Nailed is a strong word.
Tonight looked a little rough. I will say that much. Tonight
a little.
Well, I'm just. I don't like to throw you all the way over the bridge. I just like like to just hang you over it. But yeah, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest.
Listen, I don't ever have no comments when it comes to Nikki Bella. Like, again, I missed that era where she became hot. So I don't know if that was good or if that was bad or if that's what she typically do.
Well, she had to change it because she was jamming her after her neck.
Bow! Bow! Get out the screen.
Yeah, Sage D, you really should get commenter of like the day awards, like for real.
Yes, we should start handling those.
I can never breathe when I finish reading his comments.
Oh yes, hilarious, man. Well, look, so we're not gonna hold y'all no more, man. It is 2:00 in the AM over there on the East Coast. Honey got to go to work. I'm surprised that baby of Deonne's is still asleep. But he also got to go do his dance coordinated practices and get ready for his trials for the Beyonce tour. So we don't know.
Man, it's perfect, man.
On behalf of everybody at Kayfabe, we hope y'all enjoyed the show and y'all have yourselves a good job. Oh, and this was congratulations to us. This is our 40th episode. 40th episode of the Kayfabe Podcast.
No shit.
Yes, 40th episode. So, Deonne,
we butchered that, didn't we?
Hey, we dropped the ball on that one.